Bup, 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 bup. Wait for the YouTube is per usual. And I think we're live. And we are live. Hello, everybody. Well, my, look who it is. It's me, Ranger J 1999, coming at you live for another fun-filled day of the RSG lunch stream here on the Reality Skewed Gamers YouTube channel. Welcome all to the show where we hang out, be goofy, have fun, and do stuff in the game Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, brought to you by Capital Games. Glad to have you guys here. And it's especially happy on a Taco Tuesday. But more than that, it's mini roster review days. You gotta love it. Because there's not a damn thing going on in the game right now. Although we wait on bated breath for any news that might be coming. Other than yesterday, we found out that, well, the next GAC is 3v3, which is fine. Long as they address some of these issues with Omicrons and stuff. One way or the other. Just say, if we can use them or we can't. That's all I need to know. So, that's all we need to know. And if they fix it, great. If not, then no. We'll do 3v3 and we'll just like we always do. It's just the way it goes. It's the law of the land. I am the law. So anyway, if you're new to the stream, this is a special awesome day because unlike other days, well, it's the in-between, right? It's the day on Taco Tuesday where we celebrate the greatness of tacos and when we do mini Ross reviews. And how do you get a mini Ross review? It's really simple. All you need to do is put your allied code into the chat and make sure you put a couple things that you want me to look at your roster before the next round of GSC kicks off. And I will take a look at it. You don't have to do anything else for that. All you need to do is just put that in there, and I work on the cheap. If you'd like to get a mini roster review, that's all you have to do. You don't have to do anything else. Now, if you'd like to toss a coin to your ranger, hey, there's the PayPal link. There's the tip jar. You can throw a couple bucks or something or whatever it is to your boy Ranger, and then that's it. That's all you got to do. It's simple, it's elegant, and that's all you need to do. Also, this is an interactive stream, so we ask you to do two things. One, give you a greeting, say hi to me, say hi to me and all the other skewers, because I will shout you out. And two, if you have a question, make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement. Put those in there as well. And we will get to your questions pertaining to anything that you might have on your mind. So I've been watching the forums and stuff. Oh, yeah. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, please. If you like the content that we're putting out, it really does make a difference in supporting the channel and the endeavors that we are doing. If you'd really like to support the channel because you really love the content, doing those two things are easy. But becoming a member or subbing on Twitch or becoming a Patreon member, supporting the channel every month through Patreon is a great way to support the channel. It does cost to run streams, so if you'd like to do that, please do. It is mostly appreciated. Mostly. They mostly come out at night. All right, so that gets your greeting in. Get all the greetings in. I will shut you guys out here because, I mean, literally, this is what we're doing today. We're doing enjoying tacos. I'll try to see if I can get some taco money today. That's what we do for the tip jar. If not, it's not a big deal. It's fine. My main goal here is to do mini roster reviews and help you guys with your rosters because it's a perfect day to do it. There's not a damn thing going on in the game. There's no events, no lights, no boats, no motor cars, not a single luxury. We're just chilling. We're just chilling like villains in the game, and you know, I don't even have any mod depression to do. That's how the crazy, you know. Tuesdays are just the calm before the storm. Yeah. All right, so get your greetings in, get all that stuff in. Now, everyone asks me all the time, what am I working on? Well, it's pretty simple. I've got, you can see everything here. These characters here are just modding and or Relic 8. And slowly but surely I'll get there. Boss is Relic 7. I want to take him to Relic 8 again. Easier said than done. I got to save up my salvage a little bit here before I go crazy again with the relics 8s. So we'll let that build up a little bit through the events and stuff. So no big rush on that. The other thing is modding. I'm working on Zam right now. For modding, I'm working Zam to get her to 6E. Grief, I'm trying to get to him to 6E. We have one more mod to roll here, and that's just his cross So as soon as I get the materials, and I don't have any more of those, but as soon as we get it on Thursday, we'll roll this up. And then he'll be done as best I can. We didn't hit the cross. I may put a different cross on him or somebody else, but if I can get one hit of speed, I can kind of move it around and stuff like that. So we'll get him squared away come Thursday. But yeah, I have nothing else. I can't slice anything else there. And then the rest is 60 to 6A. I can't make him. I can't do him faster. Getting Sam to 60 is fine, and then I'll slice her up eventually. But we want to finish Grief, then go finish Palpatine, then Yoda, and then down the line. But we only get so much material, so it's not like I can push it any faster. There is a pack in the store. I could get the pack. We'll see. I mean, this pack's fine. Problem is, it's only 30. It's kind of like, for $14.99, like, do 3 mods. It's like, What, I sound like Jay Leno all of a sudden, like, mods. All right. Anything else in this game? No, that's pretty much it. There's not an event going on. I'll wait till the top of the hour, like I always do, to join GAC. So that's what I'm working on. Of course, the other stuff is just farming stuff. So we have Iden getting her Relic, Poggle, Geonosis Soldier. Those are the next big 3 to get done. Java, I need a lot of different pieces, so we are past the ball stage. The other one will take a day or 2 to get. We do have Light Side or Dark Side TV about to finish up, so there's that. So I just need some of those and some of these, the generator salvage. So not too shabby. We'll get all those knocked out, and then I'll take him to 12, but it's going to be a while before we can get Utini up and running. Now, Second Sister, I did get the 5 stars. That's really good. I was trying to figure out what I would need for her to go to at least 6 stars. She is in the store. I would need quite a few, so I'm not in any big rush. At least as long as she's 5-star, that does help the health of the ship. So we'll slowly finish her up with her modding. So I'm farming her and Ninth Sister, so that's not a big deal. So as I said, one thing at a time. We'll get these done. I think we'll start working on the Inquisitors after Utini, because really there's nothing else I really need to round out. Well, no, there's a few characters, but the farming plan is to go heavy in the tents for the Inquisitors and get them up and running and knocked out. So there you go. So that's what Old Ranger's working on. I don't have any mods for mod depression, so we'll look at the top of the hour. I already checked the store. There's no mods in the store for me to roll. Not a single one had speed on it, so there's not even any point whatsoever even looking at them. So, but I said there's no events, there's nothing else going on in the game, so we can kind of just chill. I do have Dark Side TB to do, which we could do. I mean, it is Phase 4. If you guys have any questions on Phase 4, I guess I could answer those. I usually do Dark Side TB offline. I mean, we get 33 stars. But the ship battle's pretty straightforward. The other battles. Now I always go in there with the standard team that I always go in there with Duke and Grievous and stuff like that. And I can beat this one. This one's not that bad. It is a priority. We don't do the special mission in my guild in the South. Just doesn't make sense. Our priority is getting this event one because this gets us points. Even if you attempt it, most of the time, if you get bad RNG, you can still go 1 and 2 in that, and that gets us more points. It gets us to that 33 stars. That's more important. And then I got plenty of characters for all these battles for Dark Side, so it's not a big deal. So we'll get this. We can do a little bit Dark Side TB. If it's slow, if we had nothing else going on, I'll go look at it if you have any questions. But not a real big deal. It's Darkside TV. We've been seeing it for years, so I'm really not too worried about it. All right, so get your greetings in. Usually I do mod depression, but there's no mod depression. So let's see if I can get some. I don't know. Let's look at a farm here. Let's see if I get any. I don't know. Fortress shards. I always farm that every day. No, so let's do that. Let me see how many shards I can get. So many questions. I got 1. Okay, I'll take the 1. It's not a 0. It's not a 0. It's not a tumor. All right. Got that. And then, yeah. So, okay. Exciting. Exciting times. Wow, that was pretty cool. Wow. All right. As I said, no events going on now. We do have Secrets and Shadows. At least I got challenge tier 1 done, but I'm not getting challenge tier 2 done anytime in the near future. Not working on Night Sisters, not for New York minute, so yeah. No worky for Ranger. I'm not working on that. I do need to work on Echelon. I got a lot to do. I've got to get Echelon up and running, and I've got to get girls the prototype up and finished. Those are the 2 priority ships. Fortress is fine at 5 stars. I'll farm it slow. Not too worried about Outrider. I'm just going to farm this one slow because the Royal Fleet works really good as is right now, as you saw in our last GAC, which we won, by the way. We won our last GAC. Another 2-1. Pretty fun. I'm pretty okie dokie with that. But yeah, the prototype just needs Second Sister up and running, and then she'll be finished. Which is just getting her done. It doesn't really do. It just does the stats for the ship. Because of her stats, and so the other abilities are done. So the abilities on the ship are fine. It's just getting her to be a little bit more beefy, tanky, that kind of stuff. So getting her up and running is fine. And then we got to get Echelon. Those are the 2 priorities for farm: is Echelon and then Second Swister. So we'll get all that squared away. Okie dokie. What else? I think that's it. All right, let's go say hi to everybody. Get the greetings in, start answering questions, and then if you want a mini roster review, all you got to do is put your ally code into the chat with what you want me to look at. It's pretty simple. We do this every Taco Tuesday, and so yeah, get that done, and we will get your mini roster review in. We'll get you squared away. So get your requests in the chat. Ally code in what you want to look at. That's pretty simple. If you want to toss a coin to Ranger, you can. Don't worry about it. If this is, I just see if I can get tacos, but it's not required. And we'll get that done. So get your questions in. If you want me to look at anything on your roster, that's fine. Ally code and what you want me to look at. If you have any questions pertaining to the game, feel free to do that. And I think that's it. I think we're good. It's pure process. And then I'm going to be looking at the forums today, either today or tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we're going to get some big news. We already have the one news. We got the event calendar, and so we know that 3v3 is coming up next. And we will look at 3v3 defense after this round. I'll get with Thane. We'll come up with a strategy. We'll do a stream about it, talk about it, so you guys can see all the different ideas for teams that we're going to be doing. A lot of it's going to be standardized teams. I mean, Ray, Herbert, Yoda, R2 is kind of a standard team. I mean, we've used that quite frequently and freaked people out with some of the teams we put on 3v3 because they just work. They just freaking work. I know a lot of people on the forums are not happy about 3v3, but I think that kind of comes from the consternation of not knowing what's going to be going on with Star Killer, some of these other characters for 3v3. So we'll see. All right, let's start off by saying hi to everybody and work our way down the chat. Say hi. Why is this doing this? Okay. Who's our first contestant? We got Nicholas J joining us. Says, hey, Ranger and Skewers. Happy Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday to you, Nicholas. Foreigner says, hello there, Skewers. And he's got the taco in there. Hello there. Glad to have you here, Foreigner. Hope you're having a good Taco Tuesday. Dom with his nice, simple greeting of hi. Hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. What's going on, guy? Sodom says, hey folks, Sodom, what's going on, Big Pimp? Glad to have you here. Clayton, the mad Chad lad himself, says, howdy Ranger, howdy Clayton, what's going on, buddy? You can see Clayton joining me on Wednesdays and Fridays when we stream. He's kind enough to come join us on top of everything else he's done for me. Jesus, guy's a mad lad Chad. I'm glad to have you here always, brother. Love you, man. Super Mace Windu says, alive we are. Oh, yeah, that was a Yoda thing.
Alive we are, dead we are not. Lengthen we must.
All right. Glad to have you here, Super Mace Windu. Benny Lau says, yes, we are live. Staying alive. You can tell by the way. You can only do so much Barry Gibbs, and then you feel strain in the vocal region, and then you want to cry. I don't know how that man sang like that for all those years. Brilliant. Glad to have you here, Betty. What I'll send you three, my man. What's going on? The man, the myth, the legend says, Happy Taco Hump Day. Well, you're doing both. Respect. Super Mace Window says 3v3 being the next GSA has made me substantially mad, but hopefully some people don't play like in the old GSA so we get the free crystals. I think people will be more active than you think. Their Super Mace Window. I mean, they're still going to set their defense. I don't know if they'll play, but they're going to set defense. I guarantee you that. So, yeah. We'll see. I'll be interesting to see overall the participation level in 3v3. It does drop. Now I know there are people that really enjoy 3v3 and that's totally fine. It's not my favorite thing. I will participate. I mean, you know me, I want those crystals, and you know, we being a content creator, we want to show that. And so yeah, we'll do 3v3, and I actually do very well in 3v3. But then this is a new age of GAC, so we'll see. Andrew Zani Major says, Happy Taco Day. Hey, Happy Taco Day to you. He says, question, who do you use for the Phase 4 Watt mission? If I'm not mistaken, I think, let me go look at this Andrew Zani real quick. I don't think we do the Watt mission. No, the Watt mission's up north, right? Is that the Watt mission? No, that's Count Dookie. Yeah, we don't do it. We don't bother. It's just extra get to. Now, if we have priority for us is to get this battle done in the north so we can get 33 stars. So we usually use all our best separatists there. After we've done all the battles, for someone like me, I can ask to go do the Watt mission. There's a few of us that do it. I don't bother doing it. My priority has always been this mission. So I usually throw Watt into here because I'm going Dooku with Grievous, Watt, B2, B1, and then I'm using the rocket trooper on this. So yeah, has more of a priority for my guild, and I followed my directive of the guild because they got a tough job. Herman Fulgham says, who do you have it? Who? RSG says, took my JML to Relic 9 yesterday. Oh, the world's definitely turned for you, my friend. He says 130k health, 140k protection. How about them apples, Ranger? Well, I got a number. How about them apples? Ah, that's nice. That's very nice from Fulgham. Congratulations, my friend. You've moved on to taking a step to a bigger world, my friend. Super Mace Winter Ranger, you can't say no to setting 3v3 defense down. No, it'll be done. I'm afraid that's true, Super Mace Windu. I just wasn't interested in doing it until it's time for 3v3. Then we'll do it. Yeah, so, yeah. I don't want to think about it until we have to do it. And now that we have to do it, I'll set it. No problem. Best Guard Bandito says, Taco Tuesday. Hola, Holmes. Hola, Ese. You getting some tacos? She. Glad to have you here. Ray Rock says, good too for Tuesday morning skewers and taco eaters. Oh, the trifecta there. Super Mace Window says, join JC now and relock your roster later. Okay, I'll do it now. Relock it later, just so that you can not have a conniption. Here, I'll sign up there, buddy. There. Are you happy? Now I've signed up. I can always change it later if I get anything nice. So there you go, Super Mace Window. Nicholas says, no more purple balls? Question mark? Congrats! Yay! Yep, no more balls. I just have to get the other pieces, and then we'll have them to Gear 12. But they're going to be sitting in Gear 12 for a hot minute because, well, I have other priorities for relics. So, Darth Lucas says, hope to hear about the changes to Starkiller and MG kits to allow them to work in 3v3 GAC this week. I don't know if we'll get it there. The GAC is not coming till... We might get it this week. I don't know, Darth Lucas. I don't know what news we're going to get this week. I had some guesses. Again, I don't know when they're going to release stuff in this game. Usually Tuesdays and Wednesdays, usually information dumps. We sometimes get Thursday or Friday, per se. But I don't know what they're going to be announcing. We should get the shipper character for Conquest. We should get the next character, the Quizzer, which we know is Fifth Brother. Some more information along those lines. I don't know how much information we'll talk about JC this week, unless they wait till next week to do JC, because that'll be the down week, and they can start talking about 3v3 and what they're doing. So we'll see. It could be this week, Darth Lucas. It could be next week. So we'll wait and see on bated breath. Bobus is here. Says, good afternoon, skewers. Good afternoon, Bobus. Oh, Bobas. Glad to have you here. Choo choo! The engineer series says, hello, there's this question. I want to work on another pre-taunting tank. Can you list them from best to worst? Oh, gee, I'll just do that right now. All right, let me do this real quick. Best pre-taunting tank. Well, it doesn't really. I'll just have to go to my tanks. Who are some good ones? I think Night Sister's one. Boss, definitely top of the charts. General Kenobi, top of the charts. Who else is a pre-taunt? Well, you don't count Jedi Master Luke because, well, you're a GL. I'm just going down. I don't know if Mace. No, he doesn't. Does he? I think so. No, Holo doesn't. Wrecker can, and he's fantastic if you have Omega. Cardoon is outstanding. Crew, of course. I'm just going through the ones that do. Sith Trooper, of course. Who are some of the other ones? Is L3? I think L3 and Bazar. L3, a hell of a lot better. Shore Trooper, definitely a good one. Definitely one I want to get relicked. The pretty box standard. Crew, Kenobi, Bosk are top of the charts. They're all just sick-ass tanks, period. I'm going through the ones. Those three are really the three on top of my head that I'm like, yeah, those are pretty gross. Magnet does not start with the taunt. Sith Empire Trooper, definitely, if you can get him relics, is worth it. L337, I think she's a pre-taunter. I want to say no. No. Shore Trooper for sure. I mean, pre-taunting tanks. Not tanks, just pre-taunting tanks. Yeah, I'd say my top three is Kenobi, Crew, and Boss. They all have ships. They're all really good. They're all just delicious in all the teams that you use them for. Kenobi, I think, is still one of the best tanks in the game, period. Boss, if you can get him high relic, is really ridiculous. Crew's, Kylo Ren's still fantastic in a Hux team or a SLKR team. He's just really good. Plus his ship is gross. I say those would be my top three. JT says hello, Skewer. Sure set, one shard. I was hoping for 7. Well, these things happen. I'm sorry to hear that, JT. I got one blueprint. Yes, that's true. Super Mace Windu. Darth Racky TGO says hello, Skewer. Or hello there. Hello there. Glad to have you here, buddy. JT says, I don't think they will rework Starkiller for the 3v3 JSC. They may not. I mean, that's a legitimate thing, but we'll see. I'm just hoping they do, just because he is such a ridiculous... I mean, he's such a good character, and he's only good for JSC. I'm hopeful, so we'll see. Did they give more info on Proving Grounds? Says Nathaniel Morgan, and welcome Nathaniel Morgan. No, they did not. Not that I'm aware of. So yeah. All right, let me go back up here. The chat jumped up on me. Gav P, there's my boy. He's got the waves, so everyone's getting the howdy ho and deedly good day there, neighbor. And along with pickles. That's right, pickles for everybody. So everybody enjoy your delicious dill pickles. And of course, we make the sacrificial offering to the goddess Ouchie dumpling of said donuts and buttermilk pancakes, for she has a sweet tooth for that stuff. Supermax Windows says, I think the news will be tomorrow since they do Tuesday recently. Well, they do either today or tomorrow. It's not, I mean, I'm fine with both, so yeah. I know, Gav P, 3v3. It's all right, buddy. Wipe your tears. It'll be fine. Lord Megatron and the Decepticons coming in. Hey, they're taking a break from sucking all the energy out of the planet and joining us here at RSG to have fun with everybody. So, yes. Glad to have you here. And then Gav Pia says, oh, I forgot. Feliz Martes de Tacos. Yes, indeed. We are glad about the tacos, Gav P. Tumblr Dry says, happy Tuesday, everybody. Well, that's awesome. Coming from the man with the best fro in the business. Glad to have you here, Tumblr. Orlando's joining us. Hi, Ranger. Hey, guy. Hey, guy. What's going on, buddy? Gappy says, woohoo! Max Waves and Phase 4 Darkside TV. Lord Vader, C, SLK, and Cruel Rule. I also like Imperial Troopers. They do quite well. But I'll use the 3 GLs. Go get 4 out of 4. And then I'll go use the Imperial Troopers. Sometimes when I get to Phase 4, something wonky goes on. But usually I get 4 for 4 with the Troopers. So it's cool. It's cool. Plays Bowfan. What's up, buddy? Says, hello, Ranger. Hello. Hello there. Nobody cares. Says, those who enjoy 3v3 also enjoy taking lollipops from babies. Well, okay, I can't argue. Damn, bro. Vicious. Jesus. You're the kind of guy who likes 3v3, stealing candy from babies. Bastard. I'll see you out at high noon. We're going to settle this. Nathaniel Morgan says, basically you have to choose between Want and Dookie mission unless your Geos are decked out. Yeah, that's pretty much the deal. And mine will be soon. I'll go in there with the Geos and try to take it on, but they're not quite ready there for that, and priority is the other mission, so yeah. JT says, I like 3v3, but I also like Ewoks, so my opinions are suspect. Yeah, we know you're sus. It's totally fine. I'll see you outside at high noon. Actually, high noon, 10 minutes after I take care of the first person there who likes 3v3. I'll see you out there. You lollipop stealer, you. Darth Rocky says, hello there. Hello there. Let's see here. Andrew says, honestly, I'm probably not going to participate in 3v3. I already don't like 5v5. Might just get a random set a random defense and do my one battle for the extra crystals this month. That's fine. Do that. If you don't like it, don't do it. I mean, just when it's set defense, get your crystals. But get your crystals. Don't just because you don't like the event doesn't mean you shouldn't get your crystals. Get your crystals. Get those crystals. You need those crystals. So get that. Let's see here. Zalbar's another one. Okay, good suggestion from there. Pretty decent. Yeah, Shore's pretty beefy once you get him relic too. The Ninja says, okay, crew, we'll be then going for SLKR anyway. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's a great tank. I love him. What else? 3 says, frankly, there aren't enough pre-taunting tanks. No, there isn't. But, you know, that's what makes them special. Any tank under GMK. Yeah, pretty good. Brian Gates says, hey, Ranger, I just got my Biston SRP to Relic 0 finally. Congrats. How relics do I need them to be to reliably counter negotiator with rebels? Typically Relic 5. And if they're really, once you get up to fleets that are like all Relic 8 and 9, which you will run eventually when you get to Kyber War, I've seen it, you have to take them to like Relic 7. But Relic 5 will do you fine. We've got a Relic 5 on both our Biston and SRP. So just take them to Relic 5. You should be fine for that for right now. I mean, eventually I want to take mine to Relic 7, but I got other priorities and characters and stuff I need to get up first. JT says, yeah, if you're going for SLKR, that makes sense. Pablo is the best tank in the game, period. No, that's wrong. He is not the best tank in the game. Get the hell out of here with that very nonsense. Nobody cares says, Bosk and GK aren't pre-taunting tanks. They aren't. I thought they were. Well, again, this is why I'm trying to do this off the list. God damn it. Why didn't anybody tell me before I said that? Well, shit. Oh, no, you're right. Bosk isn't. God damn it. And we know Shore. We know Sith. Baze. But let's not talk about Baze. Who was a pre-time? You can look it up. I just love Bosk and Kenobi. What can I say? I think they're so good. I thought Kenobi was a pre-taunting tank. I guess he is under JMK. Well, you know what? Maybe, yeah, he doesn't pre-taunt under Padme. Huh. It's like Rekka without Omega. Huh. God damn it. There's only a question. At what point do you consider team done? Gear 12, Gear 13, Relic 5? Pretty much, not Relic 5, because there's a lot of characters that have that like Relic 3. Once they're Relic, they're pretty much done, to the level I want. Most of them are 3 to 5. Then that, like, you know, Geonosians or Jawas, I'll get them 3 to 5. Certain other characters are different because they're like, you know, like Starkiller or whoever else, right? But typically, yeah. It used to be a lot of my teams, it was Gear 12, but then Relics came out. I'm like, okay, and then it was Relic 3 was kind of the standard I have. And then it jumped to 3 to 5. But yeah, typically 3 to 5 can still hold its own against most stuff. And, you know, there's only certain characters I take up. Some are requirements because you have to for GLs, and some just because they're just so good to have at that level, like Luke and Gas. Like Luke and Gas, from minimum Relic 7, ideally Relic 8, just like Fennec. And you saw us destroy Lord Vader yesterday again with Lady Fennec and the crew, just kicking that ass. So there you go. What else? 73 says, question, with Fennec being even better with a smaller team, will she be that much better versus Lord Vader? And what other two would you put with Fennec to counter Lord Vader? That's a great question. I'll have to think about that one. I mean, the first answer would be, you still have the problem of Shore Trooper if he's in there. If he's not, I'd probably say, hell, you could even go Bam. Fennec, well, you want to get the hit off. Probably do Bosk and Grief with Fennec because they can both call and assist her, and she can do her damage. Because you have two less bounty hunters there, I think she starts with gets her buff. So I'll have to think about that more. Yeah. Clayton says Tuesday kit release, Wednesday will be the update and contest post. Oh, there you go. That's what our good friend Clayton thinks. Kaya says L3 is so luxury because she's Cantina Farm. I don't have mine 7-star personally. Yeah, but she's a nice luxury to have, and not just because back in the day I worked on her. I do want to get her eventually up in the prepared team up for Dash. Give me some more pieces to move on the board. What zone do you use troopers in the phase 4? Bottom or middle? Bottom. Always use them on the... Hang on. Well, that was weird. Okay, we're still live. I don't know what that was. That was some funky stuff going on there. Weird. What the hell was that? I don't know. Something just poo-pooed the bed, so sorry about that. Alright, let's continue on, shall we? Safely, maybe. Not sure. Clayton says, L3 is the signal for scoundrels. Bubba content is coming. Ha, get the hell out of here, Clayton, with that nonsense. That's not wrong. That's wrong. Thomas says, I enjoy 3v3 because no one else knows what they're doing. Equal footing at last. Until they do, Tom Blow. Until they do. Let's see here. Imperial troopers are the best, are like 50-50 on getting 4 for 4 in phase 4. I typically get 4 for 4. Once in a while, I get to face like the 4th battle, as you say, and it'll go bleh, but I usually get 4 for 4 on that. So, Super Miss Window, logging characters, conspiracy theories. Do we need the tinfoil hats? No, you don't. JT says my short is Relic 7. I love him with my Palp Vader squad. Yeah, that's nice, JT. Super Mace Windows says, I would love news today, but I highly doubt it unless it's much later. Well, yeah, it'll typically be in the late afternoon, their time, if they're going to drop it today. If not, they'll drop it tomorrow. What else? Anthony says, once you unlock Star Killers, JT, you'll use EP with them. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. There, nice observation there. What else? Any 3? B question. What are the best teams for Dash? What can the teams beat? On offense, if you're faster, it doesn't matter what you have with Dash, you win. It's kind of like a Troopers because he does this big AoE hit and then, it's so disgusting. There's a few teams you can use with, now the Dash team that we're currently running because I don't have the prepared team really squared away. One thing you will always have, no matter what form of Dash you're going to use, is Vandor Chewie. Now, you can see the team that I'm having. Now, you can interlock some pieces here. I want L3 in there just because she's part of the prepare team. She is a tank. She does quite well in that team. I've seen people with the nests in there as well. You can use nests. I'm using IG and Quill right now because we're saving Bam just in case we need it for the Lord Vader counter. Let's say they do some dash, Canderous Maul kind of nonsense. Then you have to use spam. But other than that, you always want Zam in there. Now for but that's typical what you see. But then on a typical prepared team, if it's Relic and it's up and running, you'll see Dash with Vandor, L3, Lando, young Lando, and Kira. Kira is really good on that team as well. I've seen young Han in there as well. So those are usually the two variants that you'll see in there. I think people put Dash with Vandor, Nest. I've seen Stormtrooper Han and L3, so there's another combination. So those are just some of the this is the one we're using right now, and it's actually doing pretty decent for us, so it's not too bad. As someone who uses Stark as a lead, we just assumed you're right. Well, that's your own mistake. If you didn't realize that Drunky Ranger made a boo-boo that night, then I don't know what to tell you. Nathaniel Morgan, yes, I already made my correction. It says Kanabi is auto taunt, not pre taunt. I got it. It's fine. Yeah, but he doesn't start pre taunt there, Matt MC. So yeah, he's a reactive taunter. Yeah, I still love him. Anyone pre-taunting tank with Watt technically, but that's not usually the use for Watt. No. Yeah. I did say that, Hawthorne. GK is, yeah, he's only a pre-taunting tank. Because I didn't think he was... Yeah, under GR or under Padme, he's not. So, it is what it is. I just go by tanks. Maybe you said pre-taunting, so I had to try to figure out from my memory who pre-taunts and who doesn't. I knew Sith and Shore. I couldn't remember all the other ones. I thought Kenobi did, but you know what? That's because I've been using it with JMK so much. I'm like, yeah, Kenobi! And then Bosk, I just shit the bed on that one. I was like, oh yeah, but Bosk. Wait a minute, no, he's not. I just have a super fast Bosk. Damn it, Ranger. Get your act together. Know these things. But that's what we got the chat for, to keep me in check. All right, I think that's all the greetings and stuff, so there we go. All right, so we're doing mini roster reviews today. As I said, there's nothing going on in the game. Nothing going on in the game. At the moment, it's kind of the calm before the storm. We'll see if there's anything that pops up. Usually during the stream, we usually get like an update, and they usually get some kind of news or notes or stuff like that. It might be Wednesday if it's bigger dump day. Maybe it'll be Wednesday, so we don't get any news today. That's fine. We'll see tomorrow what's coming tomorrow. And then the other thing is, I think that's it. So we're doing mini roster reviews today. If you want a mini roster review, put your ally code in with what you want me to look. A couple things you want me to look at. We will look at your roster. We will get you squared away. You don't have to do anything else if you'd like to. If you like to get me to look at your stuff, that's the best way to do it. You don't have to do anything else. If you do want to throw a tip in the old tip jar for Taco Tuesday fun, there you go. That's all you got to do. If not, it's no big deal. I will still look at your stuff no matter what. And my chat's not updating. Why is my chat not on? Hold on, folks. I'm having all kinds of issues with YouTube at the moment. About to throw it out the goddamn window. This is the kind of stuff that makes me not want to use YouTube. God damn it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. And then YouTube, the chat didn't come. God. Chat just was gone. It just disappeared. It just frickin' disappeared. Benny, guess who's back? Back again. Ranger's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Does Fennec Shand work low star? She does in a bounty hunter team, Nathaniel Morgan. But not as the lead the way we use her for the Lord Vader team. Against the Lord Vader team, no. But against other teams, yes, because she's quite nice. She does work well because for basic. Get you into payout very quickly with that 5-hit basic that she does. So, Roy Edwards question: Executive Fleet. What pilots to spend some extra relics on? Cad, Bosk, all the above. Yeah, Cad and Bosk for sure. Mainly Bosk. I haven't really done much with the other ones, so. Yeah, I knew Crew was one. What the hell is going on with my internet? Keep getting. Let me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna switch to the backup here because we're getting some funky stuff here. Hang on a second, guys. I keep getting signals lost and stuff. Hold on, let me switch the. Let me go to the backup here. I'll temporarily be down for like. All right, let's try this. Good God and gravy. All right, we're back. Looks like we're okay. I know we got some storms coming in through today, but damn. Hope that's not the issue. All right, where were we? Alexander Bryan question. Crit damage or offensive triangle on dash. Also have one mod left to upgrade before JC. Should I take an offensive burning cooldown cross to 6E for like 5 yellow or a prot circle to make dash 355. Anything to make dash faster. I'm going to say Alexander Bryan. I'll go look at your stuff here. Go look at your stuff here. What is the second Omni you should get on Star Killer? The one that does the AoE damage one. Hey, Sephironis, what's going on, buddy? Doing some mini roster reviews. If YouTube and or my internet, which I can't figure out which is doing it, is quit crapping the bed. Unlimited spinning, I know, right? Paul says, hey, Ranger, you want to see the dumbest accident on Omicron in the game? I don't know. It might... I'm having a good day, Paul. Do you really want to do that to me? All right. Okay, so let's go look at what this says. Crit damage or offensive triangle on dash. I kind of like crit damage on him. They're both... There's no wrong answer on that. Let's see. Your scoundrels. Actually, we want smugglers because that's going to see it better, a little bit better. All right, there's dash. It's got the... Oh, you got the Omicron? Nice. Which is it? Okay, your speed, which is fine. 354. And you got what on them right now? Offense. I'm not too upset about this, actually. And then should you take up a CD Cross 6E for Relic 5 yellow or a Prot Circle to make dash 355? One speed for dash. Protection is not really going to do anything. I like the offense more on dash, especially for that opening salvo. One speed's not going to be that big of a thing. I mean, if it was a big difference, like 6 or 7 speed, get him at like 360. But I mean, with the mods you have on him now, and you still have the circle left. No, it's a 22 speed. He'll get 23, so you get 1 extra speed there. But I'm not worried about it. I mean, he's 355 with the 20. He's 375. Pretty tight. I mean, no, I think your dash is fine, man. I mean, he's got an offensive triangle. It's fine. His speed's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you do the circle. Do the other one. 1 speed. I mean, it gives him a little bit more protection. Now, what this mod can do is it's got crit chance and it's got offense. Those will be nice. There's nothing wrong with that. I kind of... I think your dash is fine. Go do yellow. I think your dash is fine. I mean, eventually you can go do it, but I mean, he's one speed ain't gonna make the world of difference. Ain't gonna mount to hill beans. So I think yeah, go do the other one. Can Fennec beat Lord Vader with Maul Wat? Yes, I think you have to use Bam on that team though, because what happens with Maul Wat is Maul goes right into frenzy, so you can't use Zam on that team because Maul's going to go haywire and he's going to kill the shit out of someone, and it could because he can ignore. You don't have your Maul taunting, which you're not going to at that point. He's just going to beat the shit out of your Fennec. So what you have to have is for the so you can get the protection on her, is protect her with your boy. So yeah, if you're gonna do it, you have to have Bam. But no, I think you're good here, Alexander Brian. To go do the other one. I'm just looking at your stuff here. I'm like, yeah, I'm just thinking about it, mulling it over my head. Yeah, eventually do want to get him to 60. I'd probably. We're gonna go back and look at this. I mean, you got really good mods on here. This will be 23. It'll be 355. We get a little bit extra stats, but nah, I'd do the other one. I mean, he does have a ship. It's up to you. But I don't think you have the Outrider at 7 stars, so I wouldn't worry about it right now. Yeah, I'm just mulling it over in my head there, Andrew. I'm sorry, Alexander. So, all right. Let's see here. Yeah, P question. Have you seen any interesting new team combos for the last few rounds of GC? The one I saw was my Maul lead, Mandos and Want. Ate up a GML team and a C team before I took it. I could beat it. Took 3 battles. No, I mean I've used that in the past. I haven't seen anything. It's pretty standard, consistent stuff. I haven't seen anything. So yeah. Final. Hey, Pialo says hello, skewers. Hey, Pialo, what's going on, buddy? Glad to have you here. Final counter says, Gappy, I keep my Want for C on offense, but I have a fast Jordy could trigger Maul. Yeah, there's lots of ways to do it. But I've been using Maul. I don't use the Maul Mando team anymore. I mainly use Maul on the Darth Vader team, Lord Vader team. Mainly because it forces you to do something really good. It makes the counter, and plus mine's ridiculously fast, along with a really fast Thrawn. So yeah. All right, Paul. He wants me to look at Paul. What's the Omicron I'm looking at here? Let's see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find the Omicron for our good friend Paul. LC question: how do you mod visas? Health, and more health. Make her healthy and beefy. You don't need to do anything else. She'll get all the bonuses from the team, and yeah. Lots of health. She's got to be survivable, LC. A lot of people try to target her, but if you can have her beefy, then yeah, she'll do quite well. All right, let me look here. Paul, can I finally... Well, if I sort this by power, maybe? It doesn't just say, you know... All right, Omicrons. Well, there's Zam. Wampa. I'm looking... Qui-Gon, but that's not a bad one. Let me start. I'm not seeing it. Wait. You said go to the bottom? Iden's fine. Dash, that's still a good one, so it's not like you made a boo-boo there. I mean, your dash is low gear, but I mean, he's still a good Omicron, so that's not it. Iden is good at low gear. Dash, actually, if you can get him, you know, with the Omicron there, that's not a bad one. Oh no, is that Chief Nebbit? Oh no, there it is. Oh, it's not bad though. It's not bad. It's not the best, but oh no, Chief Nebbit. Oh no. Your Jawas aren't ready. That one's not. It's not Dash. Oh no, Paul. No, Paul. No. Oh no. Oh no. Well, eventually you'll get him there. I think it is TW1, but it's not even the team's geared to use it. Oh god, it's not like Iden or Dash where you can get some good use out of there. There was a Galactic Challenge and I just started clicking. Oh no, Paul. Oh no. 1A, Paul. Oh no. Well, eventually you'll get some use out of it. I'm sorry to see that, buddy. Oh no. Oh, poor Paul. Oh, Christ. Oh, God. I'm sorry to see that, buddy. It's happened to the best of us. We've all clicked. Oh, Christ. Yeah, rip TW. Is a Gear 11 Iron Team good on defense? Yes, Mr. Wilson. It is. Oh, well. What can you do against such reckless hate, man? Oh, God. Oh, well. That was a good little chuckle. Thank you for that, Paul. Dothraki, I'm close to excuse me. I'm close to SRKR. Do I exec? Do I exec? Close to SRKR. Do I executor into GMK or do I executor into CGMK? I'm gonna say you usually want to executor into C. Let's take a look here. What can you beat on item with offense? Quite a lot, actually. Everyone will list out the teams item can beat on offense. Grievous, Momo, well, CLS. There's quite a few teams. All right, let me look at your executor's the right play. Yeah, I like executor, but if you're gonna go executor, you usually go into C and then JMK. Where are you at with G? I just want to take a look at GR. You still got a few to relic there. What about Empire? Jesus Christ, you're actually closer. You're actually closer to JMK than you are C. Huh. That's why I wanted to look. Because you would need Ayla, but she's already 7-star. I gotta say, looking at this, man, just throwing it out, Ranger. God dang. Oh, you... Dothraki, I gotta say here, brother. God, you're also close to first order, you said? Alright, this is what we do. We finish SLKR, obviously. I do like getting executor. But then after that, you're much closer to GMK. But if you do executor, that's going to put a lot of some of those characters up for C. At that point, it's up to you. Once you get executor, there's no wrong answer here. As it stands right now, you're actually a lot closer with JMK. I mean, this is as a comparison of like what you have and what you don't have. And I like the I like SRKR here. And Executor. Let's focus on those two for right now. Dothraki. I mean, you're a lot closer. Let's take a look at this after you get Executor up and running. Then we can kind of make an assessment. But I mean, Jesus Christ, you only need a few characters as compared to when I looked at your Empire with all the characters you would need for C. I'm actually leaning SRK Executor into JMK. More so than anything, just because you're so close. Closer than you are. Even with C, well, if you get the Executor, that gives you Piet, that gives you a couple pieces, but then you'll still have to do Stark, which and some of those other characters, they're not even 7-starred right now. Yeah, man. I think you might go GMK and then go C afterwards once you get those characters 7-starred. But by the time you do SRKR and you do Executor, maybe you have those characters at 7-star. Maybe you change your team. You can kind of make that assessment once you're there. Look at what you have. Whichever one you're closer with at that point, then you can kind of assess it with the farming for your stars and stuff like that. Because you'll need Veers and Stark and Krennic and all this other crap too, right? For C. So, yeah, I'm kind of leaning SRKR Executor into JMK. Then you can get C once you get all those characters 7-starred and stuff. That might be the way to go. If I'm being honest here, Darth Racky. But I do like the SRKR play in the Executor. That's pretty nice. All right. How do you mod visas? We did that one already. Nathaniel Morgan, farming for SLK and Executrix. Anything outside of that? Let me look. Nathaniel Morgan. Let's look here. Nathaniel Morgan. So you said farming for SLKR. Come along nicely. Okay. SLKR. I assume when you say you're farming for an Executrix, are you mean Executor there, Nathaniel Morgan? So SRKR, I totally agree with. Executor, I'm totally. If you mean Executor, I'm totally down with that. I mean, SRKR is going to be a nice piece. Probably, I mean, JMK than Lord Vader. Yeah, you got a nice little thing of GR going here. Yeah, definitely. Executor GMK makes sense here. I mean, unless you want to make a run for Star Killer. Okay, so Executor. That's what I thought you meant. It said Executrix, and I'm like, Okay. No, I think that's fine. I mean, SLKR and Executor works totally good. You already have some of the pieces because of C. I'd go JMK next. Well, there's two options. There's JMK and then there's Star Killer. It's which one you want to do. But I mean, we can just take a quick look at, are you even sniffing Star Killer? No, you have some work to do. So probably JMK. You've got a lot of the pieces in place that are a lot closer. You can get your JMK up and running. I don't see Cat in here anywhere. We have to work on Cat for that team, but that gives you time to work on her if you're eventually going to go for that. Because First Order takes care of itself. Executor will take care of itself. But that could be a nice team with all the pieces you got here with the relics and stuff. That wouldn't be a bad play. Well, you got Bad Batch already. Nice. Christ, you could get Lord Vader if you wanted to at this route. So, Omnis only have Wampa. That's fine for right now. I mean, the only Omnis that we kind of recommend is Zam and I mean, do Zam for sure. You want to have, if you eventually go for Star Killer, you want the least one for there's much conflict in you. Other than that, the other ones are just, they're really nice to have. Qui-Gon's still pretty decent. It still takes banners. Still forces them to use a good team on it. It's a good offensive Omni too. Oh, you already have Lord Failure. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat and trying to look at this. I was like, oh, you got Bad Batch. Okay. Sorry, the question threw me off when you said Omicrons. Got Wampa. I mean, Zam's really, really, really good. Dash is solid. Qui-Gon's solid. Um, Eventually, you'll need one for there's much conflict in there. I know I do not recommend Chirpa's Omni. No, I like the play. I like the play. Yeah, SLKR into Executor. Yeah, I kind of like it. First order. You get the fleet too. Um, so that'll be really nice. I mean, Zam's a no-brainer for me. Zam's just the one. If I was going to recommend one, would be Zam. But outside of that, once you get those done, then JMK is right around the corner. You just got to get Cat and then get that team up and running, and then kind of have a couple routes you go. You could go round out some teams, or you could start working on Star Killer, or round out teams while you're working on the character farm for Star Killer. So there you go, buddy. You have 6 saved. Just save them for now. I mean, other than Zam, I'd save them until you have unless there's a team like the prepare team that you really want to do, save it. You just keep that flexibility if you want to do any. Now I did all 3 on Star Killer, but those are just luxury ones. So, but no, I like the one on Omni. I like the one on Zam for sure. So definitely do Zam. Get your bounty hunters team up and running. Okay. Muggs the Bandit. Welcome on? Oh, Kaon. Hey, what's going on? It says hello there. Hello there, Kaon. Glad to have you here. Muggs says, "Hey Ranger, I'm putting my ultimate on GML. Do I go for Ray next or start working towards my gas? Thoughts?" Muggs, that's kind of how you want to play it. I don't have your roster in front of me, and if you're doing the ultimate GML, I mean, we kind of always recommend this, Muggs. This is just kind of the thought process. You want to have a well-rounded team. We always say like go GL then another team, GL other team, GL other team, whether it ships or not. Just so that you can have a well-balanced roster. If you're all top heavy with GLs and nothing else, then you have nothing. And Gats is a phenomenal team. So I wouldn't be upset if after you finished JML that you went right in for gas. At the minimum, you can unlock them and start using your get towards gas, and then go do work on getting your 501st up and running while you go toward if you want to go GL raid next. I mean, that's how you kind of want to play it. I would say gas. Now I don't have your roster in front of me. You'd have to put your ally code in. But you're welcome, Nathaniel Morgan, as always, my friend. I kind of like that play a little bit more than GL. Back to back GLs. It's just, I did it that way. Well, I did GLs as they came out. But when I'm always looking at roster reviews, is like, okay, what do you got? What do you need? How can I because really GAC, as you climb, it's about not just the top heavy stuff. You got to have GLs, but it's also people get in trouble with the outside of not having anything else with that. Now, some cases in the low tier and you can get away with that, but as you start climbing up, it's about your whole roster of what you have. What counters do you have? What teams do you have developed? So if I was to say anything, finish GML, then go get gas event done and unlocked, because he unlocks at 5 stars, and then you can work on your 501st while you go into your GL Ray or whatever GL you want to go to next as you round those characters and stuff up next. I definitely get gas. For sure. Urban Helix, what's going on? Glad to have you here. Says, how should SLKR be modded? There's a couple ways that you can do SLKR. There's two ways of doing it. Okay. So the first one is I've got mine is his offense. He hits hard. He's around, I think, what's mine? 13,550. I also have to finish slicing him up. He'll be around 14K. He is hard hitting, ridiculous. Much less speed. I'll probably get some speed once I get him sliced, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. The other way is super fast SOKR, where you get a speed like around Kenobi speed, 575 on average is what you see, or higher. Or or as fast as you can get him, with around 11.5 on the offense secondaries. This is kind of typically what you see people do. There's just two trains of thoughts. It depends on how you want to use SLKR. I usually use my SLKR for like Lord Vader counters, things of that nature. I work mine a little bit differently, but I've seen a lot of people that like that fast SLKR get them into Ultimate. They go in there, but they go in there with the team that's all first order. So they go super fast SLKR. He goes first, he pokes somebody, and then you've got Huxton there with Officer that are flipping the script and flipping the turn meter back over to SLKR. Especially if they use them on defense, they'll have a fast SLKR for like a loot counter, that kind of thing. So yeah. So there's two ways you can do it, Urban Hellenix. There's no wrong answer. Stonewall, hey Ranger, question. I'm currently 45 out of 330 charge for Lord Vader. Ooh. I have 2 Zetas saved. Should I save and apply to Lord Vader, apply 1 to my Gear 9 Wampa, and then in his Ami? I'm at a roading for GAC. No, put 1 on Wampa. If you only have 2 and you still need 6 for Vader, you got the 1 that you need for an Omnicron Wampa? Wampa? A Wampa. Yeah, let's go put that on Wampa. That might be nice. I mean, he's geared 9. If you do that, though, you need to get your Wampa. If you're in a roading, you need to get him gear 12. Before you do that, I would actually save it for until you get Wampa up. But even then, you're still going to have to save 4 more Zetas for Vader. You are unlocking him, though. But you need all 6. It's a tough call. But if you can quickly put some gear on Wampa, get him to like gear 12. At a road him, he should still be fine with the Omnicron. You can still take out a lot of stuff. Because you're still going to need 6 overall for Lord Vader. However, you are farming the shards for Lord Vader. So there's no wrong answer here. And the problem is, too, here's the other thing, too. If you decide to do Wampa, that's going to be some gear that you're not going to be using toward Lord Vader. So that's going to kind of slow you down on Lord Vader anyway. So it's a tough call. There's no wrong answer here. There's no right or wrong answer here. If you want to do Omni on Wampa, you're going to have to invest in Wampa. You can't just go in there with an Omnicron on a Gear 9 Wampa. Even at a Rhodium, that's going to get destroyed. You got to have him at least Gear 12 at a Rhodium level. If you're going to use them for some, and then Relic eventually, so you can really use them very well. At least minimum, I would say, if you're going to put an Omni on Wampa, Relic 3 on average. You can get away with it at lower levels of GAC, but it's a roll of dice a little bit. The Omnicron's great, but it's not so much about that. It's about his stats. He can get stunned, he can get controlled, and he can get destroyed. And so you kind of want that beefiness on him. On the other hand, Lord Vader, if you're unlocking him right now, something is going strange today, folks. I don't know what the hell's going on. I keep getting these little blips in the... Is it the weather? Let me look here something real quick, guys. I haven't checked the weather here. I know we're supposed to get storms and stuff today. Give me a minute here, because I don't know what the hell's going on with the service here right now. That one was not YouTube. That was... something else. I mean, I know there's bad storms coming in today. Oh, it should be okay. Something else is going on here then. I don't know what it is, but it's pissing me off. Weird. Alright, back to where we were. Sorry about that, guys. I am at the mercy of the service providers. I don't know what the hell's going on. If it does it one more... Apologies to everybody. Alright, let's try this again. I can't figure out this is... Alright. Where was I? This is answering Stonewall's question, and then the damn internet cut out again. I'm not sure if it's the internet. I checked. If it is the internet, ugh. It looks like we're stable. All right, sorry about that, folks. Jesus Christ. What a pain in the ass. This nonsense going on when I'm trying to do mini roster reviews. All right, where were we? I was answering Stonewall's question. Yeah, I mean, the basic thing is, real quick, Stonewall, to go back to your stuff before I was so rudely interrupted, is, make sure that's good. I'm like over here watching the connection in YouTube over here like a hawk, like what the hell. No, as I was saying, if you go Wampa, you're gonna have to invest heavily in the Wampa, at least Relic 3. My thing though is, here's the thing, save, if you got to do Lord Vader, get him up and running. You're already farming the shards, so finish him. You can always go back and do Wampa afterwards, save the Omicron, and then do that. So, but he is fantastic. It's not a wrong answer here. If you want to do Wampa, I would not be upset with you at all. But if you're going to do Wampa Gear 9, you're going to have to go heavier on the gear on him to make him effective. If you're going to put an Omicron on, you got to make sure you get the value out of the Omicron. So just be aware of that. All right, Junan, I'm back, guys. We're doing mini roster reviews, so we're back up and running. So, yeah, I blame Finn too. Piece of crap, Finn. Junan is wanting me to look at their stuff. Says, any advice for last rounds of GSC? I don't have Ray yet. Well, let's look here. Where are you at with your roster here? 8 million GP. You have. Don't have Ray, which is fine. Wow, Relic 9 Commander Soko, really? It's a lot of Relic 9s there, eh? You're definitely in Kyber. Couple June, or June, Joon. I'm gonna say like noon, June. I don't know what defense you've been running. Yeah, it's a lot of Relic 9s here. You're currently in Kyber 1, 4181 skill rating. God damn it. I mean, looks like your strategy is working pretty well. I mean, there's not much more you can do. You don't have... so there's when someone has less GLs, are you trying to be efficient or are you trying to be... excuse me. Are you trying to be efficient or are you trying to be defensive? If you're going to be defensive, then keep like your GML and your SLKR, then you put down... or your C, whichever one you're more comfortable with. Put 3 down with Starkiller in the north zone for the block and then force them down south. But then again, you get the efficiency fighters. It's going to depend on what your opponent is doing. If they're more efficiency, you can kind of play it to see if you can, with your team strategy. I always base a little bit for like what the person I'm facing. I mean, at the level you're at, is usually what you see. It's either one or the other here, June. It's either they're going heavy defense, and then they're just going to try to work your counters down. At 8 million, that you're going to start running at the level you're at. You're running into people that have crazy amounts of GP that they can bulldoze through. It's happened to me multiple times that I just run into a crazy GP roster, and they just bulldoze me. I can't full clear them because they go heavy defense, but they still have enough teams that they can blow me down. It depends on what you're comfortable with too. Obviously you're doing pretty well. I looked at your overall record there in GAC. It looks fine. So whatever you're doing seems to be working. But I mean, those are kind of the option. Without a Ray, she's just a defensive team. So you're like, okay, where do I want to put 2 or 3 GLs down? You could go Lord Vader, Kenobi, Starkiller as the ones on defense, and then keep Luke C and SLKR for offense. It depends, or keep Star Killer, put 3 GLs down, and keep Star Killer and 2 GLs. How comfortable are you with your do you have Fennec? Is Fennec up and running for Lord Vader counter? How are your counters? See, obviously you do have Fennec, so that's not a big issue. So you're not really too worried about Lord Schmader. So you've got that counter in your hands, and as long as your JML can handle JMKs, so that's 2 GLs right there. Depends on what you want to do with Star Killer. Do you want to use Star Killer as a team on defense that forces them to try to use something really good? Yours is relic 9, so that's really gross. It's going to dictate here, June, on what your person's doing. I typically go harder on defense, and then just I've developed my counters, because even for an efficiency fighter, I try to make it as difficult as possible for them to get through. Now, sometimes it doesn't matter. They're just out GPU at our level. Not a goddamn thing you can do about it. So not too much advice. Your roster's pretty set. You don't have it looks pretty good. I'm not seeing anything here. Where the hell did the thing go? Hold on. My chat got all screwed up. No, apparently you disappeared off of here. Wasn't that lovely? Christ. So apparently the chat just flipped, and now I can't find June in here. Oh, that's great. You gotta be kidding me. There it is. I can't really think of anything else to do here. Your teams are set. The pieces on the board. I know you are. I couldn't find your stuff there, June, but luckily I remembered it. Luckily I copied it because the chat just crapped out on me. That's kind of how you're gonna have to play it by ear here. Now, if you've done as well as I think you've done, you're going to be facing some monsters in this last 3 rounds of GC. It happened to me previously where, what was I, like 7-2 going into the final round or something like that. I was having a great record. I was having a really good run. And one of them was a tie that I lost to. And I got to that top 1,000, top 750, and I just got my ass handed to me. It's not that you don't have a good account. There's just not much you can do. It's going to depend on who the player is. If they're efficiency, you have more of a fight in you than if you have someone that's more defensive. They have much more GP than you because they have a lot more options than you do. But I would say put 3 down of your. I'm going to exclude Star Killer in this. Put 3 down, keep 3 for offense so you have a fighting chance. Try to make it a little bit about some stuff on defense. I like Darth Revan with Nest as a counter to troopers against some of the trooper teams. He doesn't have relic G-Walks. I understand, JT, but it'll be okay. But yeah, just be aware you're gonna get you could get brute forced here. It happened to me. It happens to anybody. It's happened to Calvin. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of really good GAC players. So, as long as your counters are solid, they look like they're pretty solid. You could do some stuff like Darth Revan with Nest. That's always a pain in the ass. Force them to try to use more than 2 teams on any given team that they have to use some stuff with. Nest is still a pain in the ass to try to clear. Stuff like that. It's going to be your best bet. I think 2 GLs and a Star Killer on defense and keeping 3 for offense. And you can flex on that depending on if you look at your opponent, see if they're more of an efficiency fighter or if they're more defense. If they're going to go more defense, you're going to need a little bit more firepower in your arsenal just to make sure you clear that one zone that really puts the pressure on them. Because a lot of people that go defense are, they're going to try to brute force their way through. So if you have a little bit more arsenal and to try to, get the full clear and stuff like that, you should be okay. I mean, your ships are strong. The other strat that I've seen, because ships are such a big part of this, look at their ships too. I've seen a strategy too of putting like GLs in the south, leave north with your A teams, and then hard on ships. But that depends if you can counter their ships. I mean, that's another strategy you could use too. Again, it's going to come down to what they like to do on defense, or really scout out your opponents. But if you're at the tip of the spear, I'm just telling you, it's going to be ugly. And it has nothing to do with you, June, how good you are, because obviously you're a good player. I just looked at your score. But it just happens to where you're going to run into the buzzsaw eventually. And there's not much you can do about it. I mean, we've all been there here recently where it's like, I got no chance here. If this person plays and just uses their stuff and they're somewhat competent, I mean, it's just like, okay, let me go practice some counters because I can't clear them and they can clear me. Not having Ray, you're going to see Ray on defense. You're going to see 4 GLs on defense, maybe 5, and they're going to have enough to still clear your stuff. But if you keep 3 with your Lord Vader counter, and maybe you can do some other counters in your GLs against some of their other teams, that could give you a fighting chance. That's the best thing I can tell you. Hope that helps you out, June. All right. Now that chat's somewhat back in line here, let me go back up here. So we did June. Okay. Andrew Zani question: is Finalizer worth farming if I'm not going for SLKR? If you're going to do the not going for SLKR right away, it can. Yeah, I mean you'll need it eventually. It's a great fleet, but the problem with that is, why wouldn't you go for SLKR? They kind of go hand in hand, but you kind of need every ship you can get your hands on. So if you're not going to get SLKR, that's fine, but focus on just say like what you mean, like do Hux and crew and officer and the pilots. Yeah, you could do that. Just get the characters just for the ships. Yeah, I wouldn't have no problem with that, but I would. We saw us use Finalizer against Negotiator yesterday. It's absolutely gross. That ship is absolutely money, dude. JT says gas final phase. Yeah. Let's not talk about that. The engineer Choo Choo says, you can give me some feedback on my mods. Starkiller team. Palp, Mara, Visa, GK, and SA. Yeah, we can do that. I can get you squared away here, buddy. You're welcome, June. Just do the best you can, June. I mean, trust me. You just at 8 million GP, I just know what you can run into, and you can win for sure. But don't beat yourself too up to. I didn't. I mean, I'm just like 8.3 versus 9.8. What do you do? Nothing. I mean, I said a crazy good defense. I just didn't have the offensive firepower like they did to clear the same defense they put down on that I did. So. All right, so we're going to look at the Starkiller team. All right, so there's really only two characters. I mean, Kenobi's Kenobi. I mean, if we look at Kenobi just real quick, it should be pretty obviously how you have him modded. I'm just going to look real quick. Relic 8, yeah, he's got health. He's fine. Nothing wrong there. He's beefy. That's all you care about. Now, look at your unaligned force users here real quick, because if we're using visas. All right. Well, we can look at the 3. Palpatine's Palpatine. So, Starkiller. Okay, he's offensive modded. He still has to get some more offense from here with the 2 offensive hits. That's fine. I'd go a little bit more offense on here. I like the triangle. I mean, speed's not that important for him. I would go more offensive arrow, offensive cross with offensive secondaries. I mean, if you get him like mine's like He hits freaking hard. The call and assist function with, if you're going to go Palpatine, Mara Jade, and Starkiller, he's going to be constantly call and assisting. So if you can get him, I mean, he's a slower character, so and he hits hard. Ranking 46 now. Yeah, you're June. You're facing some monsters. I know those folks up that level. And oh boy. All right. The one I want to look at is Mara Jade. How fast is your Mara Jade? All right. This is the key. 342, not bad, and you still have Moss to slice. That's actually pretty solid. This is actually okay. That's 22. They'll go 23. Mara Jade's fine. Potency with the speed on her, perfect. I'd go a little bit more offense with Starkiller. I mean, I've taken out teams where, I mean, if you think about it, like you could one-shot some folks with all the extra bonuses that he gets. He can hit super hard, and with that call and assist mechanic with Palpatine, it's really, really good. And then V says, "Do you have health on her?" You do. She needs to be sliced at least 5A. She could use some more. It's not bad. Actually, that's not bad at all. And once you get this up and running, I'd probably go health instead of offense on the triangle, and then protection is fine. As long as you have a health set, I'm fine. But let's, offense not really going to do that much for Visas. It's more about her surviving, doing what she can as a support character. But overall, it's a pretty good engineer. I have a problem with this. Mug says, how do you get in line for the roster review? You just put your ally code in and what you want me to look at in the chat there, Mugs, and we will get you squared away. That's all you got to do. Hey, Muscle Farm, what's going on, buddy? JT says, no relegate Paplu, but relegate Padme. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. Who was it I was watching recently? It was one of the I've seen guys with even higher GP and characters than you, June. I've seen them at that level, and they just get crushed. Like, I think one of the best GAC players, period, is Calvin Awesome. I mean, but he's had 2 0 for 3s. Like, that dude never loses, and since the new JC started, he is put it in again, Mugs, because I had issues with the connection, so it's not it may not have caught it. Put it in again for me, bud. Sorry, we had a little boo-boo there, so put that in there. But just put the number in there. Don't put any dashes. If it's not, it just put the number in there, and I'll get you squared away. Sorry about that. There's just, I can't do much. Cody wanted something. Yeah. But yeah, it's when Calvin's getting crushed like that, then you know. All right, Benny, question: in what situation should I use Basilide or Revan Lead? The only time I use Basilide is when I'm facing like you can use it against a Grievous team. Not you can't use Jedi Revan, but in the day I use Basilide for the Jedi Revan team, especially if she's relicked. That team will just destroy Grievous teams. It's very situational. That's just an example of the situation you would use. Most times you're not going to. Usually Bass it's not a lead. You can use it. I mean, like if you're having problems against Grievous, I mean that is, and you want a team, and that you don't even need Jedi Revan. I've used Cam and I've used Ezra in that team before with Bastila, Yoda, Jolie, Ezra, and I've taken out Grievous teams and say Jedi Revan for like Jedi Luke. That team is really, really dope. Basilide is really good against that team because with the tenacity and everything, they can't get target lock, and it just basically you murderize it. But that's few and far between where you use that Basilide on there. There was a brief period where Basil was being used for Jedi Master Luke with Watt, and it's like we figured that one out quick. That was, I mean, Silas took that out. I'm trying to go back in there, guys, and since chat crapped the bed. Cody, okay. So I know we'll get Cody next, and then Mugs. Yeah, put your thing in there. I'm trying to check in the chat, but unfortunately with the chat crapping the bed, It's not showing your thing. So if you just put your ally code in for me, please, Mugs, I will look at your stuff there and look see what you should farm next. I have no problem doing that, but with all the issues we've been having today, good Lord in heaven. All right. What was I doing here? Cody. YouTube's not cooperating with me today. So bear with me, folks. All right, Cody says, what team would you recommend when I unlock JMK? I don't have Cat, and I'm very far away from her. Typically, you just use it with Padme. I mean, so there's two ways I've seen JMK used. So the teams for okay. So if we look at like what you have, there's a couple ways you can go. So I've seen JMK with like Padme, 2 tanks, and Ahsoka. I've seen JMK, Ahsoka, Anakin, Padme, Kenobi, or Mace. I've also seen Padme lead with JMK, right? With Anakin, Snips, and Kenobi. I've seen that one as well. That's really your best options. JMK without Catch is a different team. So you see a lot of times Padme lead. I've seen it. Padme lead with JMK. Anakin, Snips, and Kenobi or Mace. I mean, that's kind of what you have, and then you're not going to put that team on defense. It's an offensive team. If you go JMK lead with the Jedi, which you can do, that's obviously like a counter for like Rey or something along those lines. So until you get Cat, that's kind of your only options. You can save it for offense, depending on what your opponent has. But I mean, JMK without Cat can get gas. You can get all kinds of stuff done to it. I've just seen. It's just he can get to ultimate, which is fine, but you just don't have that one shot ability. But JMK with Padme and Kenobi or Mace with Ahsoka or Anakin, or JMK with Mace and Kenobi with Padme and say like a Snips. That's one in there I've seen. More of a timeout team. You just can't kill the damn thing. But a lot of things can take that on in defense. So I'd probably use it for offense until you get Cat in there. Unless your person just doesn't have anything to beat that. It's still a really potent team, but it's just easier. It just has more counters. Cat really craps all over the counters that this would normally have. But at your level 3.5, Cody, I think you'd be okay with that. JMK, Padme, put in a tank and Anakin and Ahsoka. It still should do fine. Still going to get people fits. It should be okay. You're at 3.5 million, so you can get away with that. It's not like you're at my level, so just get her when you can. But yeah, that team will do fine with you. The Padme building up the protection, him building up the protection. You've got the protection build up from Anakin and Ahsoka. The team just builds protection. And when he goes on defense, he can go into ultimate very fast, and that team can give people fits. Now it's got easier counters to it, but it's still pretty. Ugh. All right, so now Muggs, if you put your stuff in here, I'm not seeing it. Reword what you did, because I've gone back and looked. I saw that you said, how do you get in line for roster view? And then I don't see anything else. So it either the for some reason it's not putting it in there. Now what happens sometimes too, guys, while you don't want to put the dashes in your roster view, is that the chat sometimes will not let it show for me because it thinks you're trying to spam a phone number or something along those lines. That's what someone's told me. So yeah, it just put your number in there. Yeah, see, it's not. He says you put a new one and it's not showing it to me. So just put the actual number in there. Actually, write like hi and then put just the number, no dashes or anything in here, Mugs. It's not shown to me. Try it one more time. Tell me if you did, and if it doesn't do it, then just go to our Discord, message me, and I'll look at it that way. YouTube sometimes, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with it. I was just ridiculous. I'm literally not seeing that in the chat, Bugs. This has happened before. All right. Where were we? I'm trying to get you squared away, Bugs. I'm at the mercy of this goddamn software, aka YouTube. Ardelli, what's going on, buddy? Says obviously the community would welcome Red 5, but if it's a Conqueror's Award, would that ruin some of the hype? No, I don't think so. Red 5 equals Relic 5? Yeah, you're right. It really is what L73 says. YouTube is really being really uncooperative today. Yeah, you're not kidding. I know we're caught up. The chat's somewhat working. Jesus Christ. Richard, what's going on, Richard? This question. This year I'd like to go for Starker. How do you balance the Cantina farming for his requirements while also not falling behind on Relic Energy? It's just a commitment, man. So what you do is you make a choice. You're going to have to do one way or the other. If you want to work on some other stuff first, and build up your relics, that's fine. When I'm usually farming for Canteen Energy, I'm all in. I do 3 100s, and I'll farm the hell out of each one of these and get it to a certain point to where I'm comfortable. Then once I'm ready, if like for instance, in your situation, Richard, I don't know where you're at with your roster, but let's say you still have to farm like Mara Jade, right? She's the hard node one, right? So while you're farming Mara Jade, you might as well build up your relic material. Use what crystals you can toward that, build it up. Then once you get her up and running, then you go switch to the Cantina characters. Because there's no point of having. I mean, don't get me wrong; those characters are really, really goddamn nice. But if you want to do it the way where it's like, okay, I need Mara Jade. I got to farm her hard node. It's going to take me a minute. Let me build up with my Cantina energy, building up the materials I need, maybe for some characters, but also just building it up so that when I am ready for, I've got the materials built up to go, bam, knock it out, Relic 5, and then I'm done. That's usually the best way I've seen to do it, is especially with Mara Jade. If you're going free to play, you want to farm her up first, is build up your materials, and then as you get closer and you got your materials built up, and you still could be working on other characters, but that farming every day will help, right? It's not like you're going to be relicing a character every day. And then once she's done and you got her 7 stars, then you go hard into the Cantina characters. At that point, you've already got your materials. You're just sitting there. You're just doing your Cantina for the characters. Or you can balance it out to where you're doing Mara Jade, and then you do the 3 100s, and then you do one pull of character, one pull of the material you need. I've seen some people do that as well. Just so you're building both up you're building 2 characters up in slower, but you're building up the other sources of the data pads and all this other, or the signal data that you need. So I've seen that done as well. So there's more than one way. Man, what in the hell's going on? Mugs the Bandit. I see all your other messages, but for some reason, it's not showing me your goddamn ally code. I'm looking through and scrolling through the chat. I'm not seeing that. Zombie, what's going on, Big Pimp? It says, question, I have 2 Omni saved going for Star Killer. I still have Dash at 4 stars. Should I drop one on Wampa for lock on GSC or keep saving them? If your Wampa's not relics, I mean, I don't know where you are with your Wampa on the gear, but I mean, again, you don't drop an Omni. For Wampa, it's a little different. It's not like Qui-Gon or Dash or even Zam at certain levels. If he's not geared, the Omni doesn't really help you. Just too easy to counter. It just is. I mean, like we just mentioned this. Like even Dash at 4 stars, unless you have the team to back him up. I mean, he just doesn't have the speed to make that Omicron worth it, in my opinion. If you got him geared, then absolutely put the Omicron on him because he's absolutely sick. But then you kind of want the team to go with it. like Qui-Gon, you can and Iden, like you can get away with lower stars and still make that work. Wampa gear 8 or gear 9, gear 10 with an Omicron, depending on where you're at, he just doesn't have the stats. He gets the boost, but I mean he can be manipulated and controlled, and then the Omicron's not doing you very well until you get it up. Now, typically mid tier Relic 3 on a Wampa is going to do you quite well for a long time. Okay, Muggs is having a hell of a time. If someone's seen it, there it is, finally. Well, I've got it, Muggs. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know why I kept doing that, brother. I got you now, buddy. Finally, I just saw that. But yeah, typically, I don't put the Omicrons on unless the character we know gets value at low stars, like an Iden, like a Qui-Gon. Those are very valuable at their level. Wampa's a little different. You actually want him built up before you go put an Omicron on. So if your Wampa's not built up, then I don't see the point. Plague Heart, what's going on? I guess YouTube does want me to suffer. Ardelli says relic material is starting to become an issue for the vast majority of players. Is it wise to buy a couple of 50 crystal refresh day to throw to the dark side under 3 and other nodes for scav gear? Yeah, if you need it. I mean, depends on what you want to farm. You could go like 1 round of Cowertex and then use another 50, like you get your energy build up, say like 189, like mine is right now. Use the 350s, do 1 round of Cowertex and then 1 round of like 1 Sigma D. You could do that, Arnelli. Ray Rock question. I was only able to get 2 out of 4 waves in phase 4 with Pap, Mary J, Thrawn, Vader, and Starkiller base, and couldn't get Mary J to stun SARS to stop from AoE and get Palp's shot going. What's the tactic? I don't know. On that one, it's phase 4. You're not going to land any debuffs and stuff hardly, especially in the later fights of those fights. I don't bother using Starkiller, so it's unfortunate. But Vader and Palpatine become really liabilities in the phase 4 because you can't land anything. You can't land any debuffs. It's like, Jesus Christ. I mean, you can land once in a while, but Jesus, I don't have a good answer because there's so resistance to everything in that phase, Ray Rock. I don't know. Someone that's got a better understanding of it can let me know, but I've gone in there with stuff and I've tried it in the past, Palpatine, Vader, Thrawn, and stuff like that, and I get smoked. So I don't use it anymore. You can't land anything, and those guys thrive on shock, their debuffs landing, those kind of stuff. But I mean, when you get to the clones, man, especially in the like 3rd or 4th fight, they just resist everything. You just sit there like, okay, it has to be irresistible. Like Lord Vader has no problem because he's irresistible. He's gonna land his stuff. You can try TIE Pilot for Tenacity down if you can land it. I mean, it helps, but I mean, that's if you can land it. Yeah, debuff teams. The only one that works is Palpatine. I'm sorry, Lord Vader. He works very well. Of course, SLK works very well. Now, C will work very well. I use him with like the Darth Revan combination, just simply because you get to his ultimate and you can control the team with the fears and stuff like that. That works actually pretty well. It's going to be hard to land debuffs with Bastila, but you do what you can. You do the best you can. That's all you can do. But typically I'm running the 3 GLs and my Imperial Troopers because I really don't care. I don't need debuffs on that, just their stacks. Ray Rock, you're talking sense, but then we're talking phase 4 of this fight, and these characters have ridiculous stuff. So, I mean, you have to take that into consideration. I'm hearing what you're saying, but then again, this is phase 4, and then the normal play of the game goes out the door. I'm just saying, it's pretty stupid. All right, let's. Our poor man Muggs has been waiting patiently, trying to get his ally code in here, and wants me to take a look at his stuff. We're gonna look at that. Yeah. In the past, I did a Darth Revan team, and I would usually get to the 4th fight, but by the time you get to the 4th fight, they hit so hard, so fast that Unless I had RNG on my side, I would get destroyed. All right, Mugs. What are we looking at here, Mugs? What are we working on next? All right, so what do we got here? Yeah, well, Ray Rock, I mean, you just have to take it with a grain of salt, as Grande would say. I mean, Star Killer Team's good, but I mean, when you get to Phase 4 Darkside TB, I mean, it's pretty gross. So until you can get those GLs in your pocket, I mean, that's the problem with Palpatine and Vader in that fight, is that they just, even with Mara Jade, you're just not going to land what you need to land to make it effective, and you're going to get destroyed. It's just the way it is. I can't. The tenacity and stuff on them is so stupid. It's just crazy. No, get that out of here, Super Race Windu. Don't call Grande here. Get out of here. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. Okay, so it's in there. All right, let me see if we can go back. Where do you want to go for next? Probably is what you. Yeah, I think that's what you asked here, Mugs. All right. Give me a second here. I'm looking at the tip jar. Hey, JT, thank you for the tip. It's never just the tip. Yeah, they can do all right, the Night Sisters, but even then you can still get crushed. Phase 4 is a different animal. All right, so we do have... Let me go back through all your messages here. Next farm, huh? Well, you have the Revens. Looks like you're going for JML. I could be wrong here. You got Wampa? You got Jedi Luke. So it looks like you're going for JML. Which I'm totally fine with. If you want to go JML, that's totally fine. A couple of routes we can go here. So we still don't have gas, which is okay. Don't have negotiator yet. Yeah, okay, so I like JML here. I'm just looking at your roster. JML makes sense. You've got the pieces in place pretty much, so you can go get JML, which is cool. Absolutely. I think after that, there's a couple routes you can go. You could go for gas after that, just to get him on the board. This just gives you another piece. You got your CLS team, you got your Revens. You'll have Jedi Knight Luke. You'll have beginnings of a Momo team, which is nice. And then you'll have JML. After that, you've got a couple routes you can go. We want to get you a character here for... There's a couple routes you can go here. So you could go for SLKR, just throwing it out there, for the First Order fleet as well as the character. Not a bad choice. Long way to go. So, yeah. On the other hand, Empire, a little bit better off than First Order with this the character stars with Veers and Palpatine and stuff like that. After GML, you could go Palpatine into Executor. Looks like you have some bounty hunters squared away. Yeah, and you've got a few bounty hunters squared away already. So that actually might be the play. If you wanted to, you could finish up going into JML, get him done. Go into Gas, get Gas 50 first. That would also probably help your Separatist team out. Because your GR, let me look at your GR and I'll look at your Separatists. They're pretty solid. Just need some gear on them to go get gas. On the Separatist side, what about your GR? No, I just need gear. You got, where's Shrek? No, she just needs gear. Yeah, so you could go, I like JML. Into Gas, into C, Executor, into your Imperial Troopers. That gives you GML. That gives you that, or you could go, and then after that, you could go once you get the Executor locked in, because it is the meta ship. It is very like what you want to have for fleets. Then you could go into First Order, get the Echelon up, and get you an SLKR, and you can mix and match these. That's what I'm just telling you here. There's no right answer. If you want to get JML, then after that, let's say you go First Order. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Again, this is your account. You play it the way you want with the characters you want. If you want to go right into your next GL, that's fine too. If you want to go C into Executor, that's cool. If you want to go into SLKR, that's cool. You kind of want to mix and match. So you have these other pieces. Getting JML into C would be nice. JML into gas into C would be nice. JML into gas SLKR, or SLKR into gas would be nice. Those are kind of the 4 areas I'm looking at. So definitely JML. Then the other 3 is kind of at your whim. What do you need more help with? Ships, or do you need to get some more characters on the board? Having gas, C, and SLKR in this with JML would be nice. And then also get you some of the fleets. I definitely like C and SLKR after JML as a part of this, because that gets you the Executive fleet. It also gets you your bounty hunters wrapped up, your troopers wrapped up. It gets your First Order with another team, and then the Echelon wrapped up. Gas 501st is self-explanatory. So those are the 3 that I'm thinking that you go for next, in no particular order, whichever one you want to work on. Again, so what you're comfortable with farming, how you want to do it, and what you like that you want to play more. They're all really good options. But getting gas also will, and that also rounds out your separatists, and you get your GRs and your separatist teams. You get your droids started with Grievous, so that'll be nice for you. But those kind of all round out a lot of teams and characters and fleets at the same time. So you get the gas file first, which will get your GR up and running better. It'll also get your separatists up and running better. I'll give you some more teams. C will do the same thing. It starts running out your troopers and your bounty hunters, and plus the fleet, and then First Order is self-explanatory. You get at least 2 solid teams. You get SLKR, and then you can get the fleet, the Echelon. So if I was to say which path you should take there, those would be the team's recommendations I would go for this account. Hope that helps you out there, Mugs. God knows it took us forever to get there. Jesus Christ. You could do that too. He says, I was thinking ban because I have the team farmed and go Executor thoughts. You could do that too. If you go Executor first, then that's cool. Then go C afterwards. Round out your troopers. And then after C, after Executor C, then, maybe take a break, get gas, and then go get SLKR. I mean, there's no wrong answer on that, Mugs. If that's what you're thinking, I'm totally fine with that too. Totally fine with that. If you want to get BAM up and running, get Executor, and then go get C, which is just a logical step. Run out your bounty hunters and troopers, that's totally fine. And then you can go gas and then SLKR. You do have some farming to do for the SLKR team. Yeah, they're kind of tagged together, aren't they? They're Super Mace Wendy says basically everyone wants C now if they want Executor. That's true. Arnelli, what is your opinion on more generic units? Feels like there are tons of PV units that could fill out teams. Because of this is a resource management game, I don't just want generic crap in there. It's got to make sense, right? For me. Because you still have to put stuff on them, they still have to farm them and stuff like that, and we're already tapped out already. Now, if they can address the issue with gearing and relic and stuff like that, I'm okay with that, Arnelli, but I'd rather them stay focused on teams, because again, this is such a heavy resource management game. Like for instance, Inquisitors. Focused, roster, team, squad, build, that's all I want. Now, that's different from ships. Now, if we get some more pilotless ships in the game, I would be totally fine with that, too. If you're talking generic stuff like that, then I'm totally down with that. But we're talking characters. I just don't want, like, a wing pilot. It's like, okay, now I have another character that I got to put gear on for a ship that I have to farm. It's like, Jesus. Oh, God. No. Andrew's on a question 9664. What to do about ships on this account? Andrew's on. I can't tell if you're being serious or not. I'm gonna look here, but what is this ally code? Not the 966469775. It's not even. Wait a minute. Andrew's on a Stoic. I might have. Give me a second, buddy. Actually, I'm not seeing your question, Stoic. Let me look here. Stoic Jester, let me look here, buddy. What is going on with the chat today, man? Nine six six 49697. Of course, now it's not doing it. 9664 96975. Jesus Christ. Stoic, if you had one in there, it's not showing it to me. Reword it and put it in. We're having some issues today with the YouTube chat, and I don't know why we're having it. All right. All right, Gat P. Yeah, Stoic, redo it and put it in there because for some reason YouTube's crap in the bed today. I don't know why. Just put it in there. Don't put question or anything. Just put your statement in there, and I'll look at it. Sorry about that. I can't do much about it. What am I looking here, Andrew Zani? Jesus Christ. Let me get you. What do you do? What to do about ships on this account? Well, farm them. Let's see here. You've got. Well, okay. I'll tell you what you need to do is finish negotiator and executor. After that. Let's look at those. Cheers. Okay. Definitely need some. Definitely need Y-Wing. We don't even have Y-Wing on there. So, just finish. What I would do here, finish up GR. And then how's your. You got the capital ship, but what about your bounty hunters? Yes, but what about second breakfast? Oh, they're coming along fine. Just round up band. Okay, so that'll be fine. Yeah, get Razor Crest or the executor is priority. Well, the only thing you got left to do is just get the pilot's relics. I mean, BAM and CAD. Now, the other thing too is GR. You need the Y-Wing. What else are you missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't even have Rex, so let's focus on rounding those out first. I mean, eventually we want to get Malevolence, but you ain't sniffing Malevolence right now. I do like you have Vulture Droid. Like we had to work on Hyena Bomber too. You don't even have the capital ship, but yeah, that's what. I mean, you're finish up Executor, finish up Negotiator. No, Relic Mace is not what he needs to do. But get those two rounded out first, then come see me afterwards. So there's no point of talking about anything else because you got to get those two up and running. That'll help you out tremendously. Having those ships 7-starred, get Negotiator 7-starred. Let's round out its fleet. Same thing with Executor, CAD, and BAM if you want to make it work. No, Relic Ted Mace, get the hell out of here. Stoic Jester, trying to go back through and see if I can find your stuff. It's just not in there. What in the hell is going on with you today? Just bear with me today, folks. If you had a question or anything, put it back in there. God damn it. Ugh. No. But yeah, finish those two. You got to use the get for negotiator. Now, once that's done, then you can start going into malevolence. But at the same time, you need to round up those two fleets. And then you can go into malevolence. If you can get the big three, then yeah, that's fine, Andrew Zani. But you need to finish out negotiator. I mean, your fleets are incomplete. They've got pieces here and there, but if you want to unlock malevolence, fine. But then after that, you've got to finish negotiator and you've got to finish executor. I mean, what's the point of having fleets if they're just mismatched and they're not completed? They don't really do anything for you other than sit there. So pick one, focus it up. I would say executor, then negotiator, then go finish malevolence. I mean, that's just all there is to it. It's not anything else I'm going to be able to tell you that's going to change anything on that. All right. So I'm waiting for the Stoic to give me what he had written previously. He's still not popping in. If he is, God bless it. Stoic Jester, I apologize, my friend. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. Is there like some new policy or something that I didn't get? Like certain chat messages don't come in? Jesus Christ. I don't have this goddamn issue on Twitch, man. Well, I'm not so worried about the executor star level itself. That'll come over time, Andrew Zani, but you still need to get those characters relic. Cad Bane and Bam need to be relicked. They need to be up and running. The gear on them just needs to be higher to make those ships more effective. That's the one thing. The stars will come in executor. Even at 4 or 5 stars, you can still use your executor on offense, defense. Negotiator still needs to get the get done on that. I mean, obviously you didn't finish negotiator, you wouldn't get malevolence, fine. If you want to unlock malevolence, that's fine. But as soon as you unlock it, you can take it up to 85, all that stuff. But you need to finish negotiator and executor, then go round out malevolence. It's just there's just all there is to it. I know, right? What is up with YouTube today, man? Stoke said he put something in there. I went back through and looked at everything. Now we did have some technical difficulties, but poor Mugs there, poor guy, just wanted to get some answers and he couldn't get his goddamn shit in here. All right. Okay. Mike's I've already faced a Relic 9 Mason JC. I missed my opponent to say he was breathtaking. Plate Heart, what's going on? It says, question, I just Relic Dark Trooper. Besides the fast P and making sure troopers go one after another, what do I need to check for in the Darth Revan matchup? Nothing. That's it. As long as you got the damage on Trooper and Piet does his thing, we're fine. That's all it is. As long as Piet goes and then Dark Trooper goes, you win pretty much. You can still get some crazy RNG. You may lose somebody, but the team wrecks. So if Piet goes first, that's all that really matters. The order after that, it's you put the buff on Dark Trooper, he buffs up. Stark does this thing if you're using Stark, and then you just start wailing on the team. But those are the two big things. Other than that, not really. Gappy, with Executor, I saved 2 crystals before the event and refreshed 2 or 3 times. Every time the event came around, got to me some start quicker. Yeah, you can do that. I can't even see half the chat. Guess YouTube is in a bad mood today. I don't know what is going on with YouTube today, man. It's really frustrating because I'm trying to do mini Ross reviews and help people out. We had poor Mugs. Now then Stoic saying he had a question and it didn't get put in there. If you guys see Stoic stuff in there or you see it, post it for me. Let's help each other out here, guys. If you can see what the person's saying, just repost it here for me and help me out here because, goddamn, this shit's getting out of hand. It is getting out of hand. All right, all right, repost. Okay, Muscle Farm, there you go. Thank you, sir. That's what I appreciate that. That helps me out. Help me to help you. Help the other skiers. Help you. Help me to help you. Help me. Help you. Jesus, it's helping hands today. It's all hands on decks for Christ's sakes. Must farm. I know you checked my roster some time ago, but since then I finished email and just yesterday unlocked C. Can you check my mods on these two guys? You got it. You got it, buddy. All right, JML. All right, what do we got? He's Relic 8. Good. Speed set with health, that's fine, as long as he's got the certain stats. No, this is fine. 131,000 health. Protection's over 100,000. I had no problem with this whatsoever. That's a nice looking JML. And congratulations on unlocking... and you just unlock C. Okay. So just get his ultimate done and then he'll be good to go. Now, he's one of the few that we do recommend Relic 9. I mean, he is just absolutely... The stats he gets for Relic 9 are gross. He is really good, but yours is fine. That is a nice looking JML. Very well modded. I have any problem with that. C, you just unlocked him. Got health on him. I mean, at Relic 7 to be 194,000, that's pretty nice. God damn. No, this works. This is really good. Yeah, this is really nice. Good mods. Really good mods on him. Health, 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 health. Good speed. Good health secondaries. Offense. That's a nice diamond with that 5.74. Really nice square with that health. 6 point. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, this gets the Obi-Wan Kenobi seal of approval there, my friend, on both these characters. You get the Ranger approval on Luke and then C. And then once you get him to Relic 8, C will get a nice little bump and put him probably over 200k for you. Or right around there, which will be really, really good. No, this looks really good, dude. Outstanding job, Muscle Farm. I got no issues with what you did here, brother. Good reminder from Ray Rock. So make sure Dark Trooper, aka Mike Tyson, can hit 10k on offense. That'll really help you out on the Darth Revan counter for sure. Mugs, hey, Warrior, would you ever want to help a newer player on GC available Thursday on Sunday CST? I can. Just message me. It depends on what I got going on that day. Thursdays are a little bit rougher for me. They're mugs. Sundays I'm pretty open. So I can do it on Sundays, but Thursdays a little rough. It'd have to be before a certain time because, and even then I'm going to have a brief window because I do the GA Center with Nev on the Escape podcast. So I'm usually putting reports together. So Thursdays depends. I can take a quick look on Thursdays. Anything at 5 p.m. Eastern to like, I would say 8 Eastern would be the window. Message me and we can jump in Discord and I can look at your stuff while you're doing it. But it's kind of helter skelter. Some days I can do it, some days I can't. And then Sunday I'm pretty open. So Sundays are totally down. Just message me, dude. Especially if you're stuck or you're not sure what to do. I'm totally down. I do it all the time, man. Most forms I can make C more speed but sacrifice to make sure. No, you don't need to do anything, Muscle. You're fine. Don't do it. Don't touch anything. The only thing you need to do is just get them higher gear and relic. That's it. This relic. They don't need anything else. You got protection on Luke. I mean, there's not much more you can do here, dude. I mean, this is really good. Like your Luke is really good, dude. You'll get the bump from when you take him to Relic 9 eventually, so he'll really he'll work. And then C is fine. You don't need to do anything else with C. His speed doesn't matter. I mean, if you can get some more slices and hit the speed like on the circle, on the diamond, on the cross, the arrow, you still got to do the square. I mean, you do want to slice them up, see if you can get some more speed on them, but it just makes it a little bit easier, but it's not that big of a deal. But the health is there, so I wouldn't change anything on him. Just slice them up. Same thing with JML. I think yours are pretty mean, if you get some more speed on him, fine. If you can hit some health or protection, that's not going to be like, that's not a problem. I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, it's fine. You're totally fine here, dude. This was really good. You've hit the benchmarks. Once you hit the benchmarks, then yeah, I wouldn't change anything. If you can get some more slices on there, it's fine. Maybe a little bit more protection on Jedi Master Luke, but I mean, that's just protection secondaries. I mean, it's not that big a deal. They're both fine, dude. Muscle Farm, you're good. But just you'll see the. I mean, JML is just stupid. Where do you even get Rex's ship? You can get him. Well, I know he's in the store, the ship store, if I'm not mistaken. Folks, check me on that. Where's Rex ship? Rex. Where can you farm Rex? Rexy Poo, where are you? You know what help if I went to GR? No. Don't change script. No. Keep it as is. You don't need to change anything. Trust me. I'll show you mine here in a second. Where the hell's Rex? Where do you find that god dang ship? Boy, I tell you what. Let's see. No. I know it's in the fleet store, right? It's in the fleet store. I'm almost certain of that. It pops up here in the fleet arena store. It's not there for me right now, of course, when I say that. So yeah, Rex's fleet store. Doesn't have a node? No. That can't be right. Huh. Well, that's doo-doo. That's caca-doo-doo. Huh. He doesn't have a node. Yeah, I guess it's still... They haven't changed that. Old Rexy Poo is just old Fleet Arena. Well, I'll be damned. He still is Fleet Arena. Well, aren't you, Diarrhea? Republic ship packs? Really? What is this thing? Ew. I mean, for $4.99, you can get 10 to 150. So, yeah, still Fleet Store. I thought maybe he had a node by this point, but he doesn't. So, bleh. Check. Yeah, I'll give you a second here, Muscle Farm. Yeah, he just needs the health to survive. You're absolutely right, Super Musandu. Is he in one of the guild stores? He might be in the guild store. I thought I saw him in there too. That's why I was looking, but he's not showing right now in the guild store, so I can't tell you if he pops in here. I think what his ship does pop in here as well. Yeah. I didn't say it was going to be easy, buddy, but he's still kind of vile. Him, the Y-Wing dude. So I just said, you gotta do that. I'll look at your stuff here in a second from Muscle Farm. I just wanted to show you, like, at Relic 9, the difference. And I've got the same kind of modding you do. Now, I don't have speed set. I just have health. So I did a little bit more health, but you can see the stats on him. I mean, look at that. Ridiculous. Health, almost 160,000, 145,000 on protection. Just gross, man. He is absolutely gross. He's one of the Relic 9s that you just like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. And then we want to look at your Jedi Luke. I can go look at your Jedi Luke. He's showing up in the Get store. Okay, there you go. I know you had another place. I know Fleet, Get store, so yeah. Okay, let's go back in here real quick and look at your Jedi Luke. Let's see here. I'm pretty sure it's going to be on point, but we'll look at it. Offense crit chance, I mean, same as mine. What's his damage? 13,511. Yeah, he's fine. You're good. Moving on. How's your gas looking? Now that I'm just going around here. I need to do the circle, but... what's the offense on him? That's fine. What'd you get this one up and running? Protection with... Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. Offense crit chance. Yeah. Gas will be fine. It's 4 shards for get 1. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I debated the first one I did was Piet, but JML was right I mean, literally right after he was. So, he's God, he's so worth it. Wait, who am I looking at here? That's still Androzani. No, no, it was you. Okay, no, yeah, it was Muscle. Okay, lost track of what the hell I was looking at. All right. Yeah, of all the GLs you can do, I mean, you get some good stuff with Vader, but I mean, I mainly look at tanks for. I mainly look at. I mean, really, Relic 9 is a tank. It's a tank one. Ray's an exception. She does get more damage with her Relic 9, which is nice. But like capital shit, like a prime example, like a tank that really gets good stuff, Kenobi, Bosk, those two ships. Piet just mainly because just of the turn order, it just makes your life easier. JML, Jedi Master Kenobi is another one. I'm currently working on Bosk's because his ship and his character, especially for the Lord Vader counter, is just unbelievable. What did you do? God dang it, Clayton, stop it. God damn it, dude. Tip jar. He says, get yourself some tacos. So JT and Clayton hooking up the tip jar today. Thank you, fine friends and familia. God dang it. Thank you, sir. Oh, God. But, I mean, those are some of the ones I'm looking at. I'm really looking hard at GK just for Negotiator to make that one even worse than it already is. But again, getting Relic 9 pieces is so hard. You know, so it's Relic 8's a bitch. Getting boss to Relic 8, I've got get the crystals, but it's the Zimbiddles, it's these pieces here, right? When you're trying to take characters of Relic, it's like you go to salvage and you just look at your salvage, you're like, I don't want to salvage that. I need that. Relic 9's even worse. Let me go find Relic 9. Like if I want to do Kenobi to take him to gear Relic 9. Yeah. So if we go look at Kenobi real quick, like, so even with doing TM, so I still need 5 more of the droid brains. And those come through TW. 3 a pop, man. I mean, Jesus, they're slow going. And then just what you have to give up for these is just brutal. I mean, you have to salvage furnaces and these other pieces. I mean, those 3 pieces right there are brutal to have to salvage, and you need 260 of them to get the 20 that you need. It is gross. It broke my heart, man. Muscle when I had to Relic 9 both those characters. Just, oh God, God bless America. It's just gross. God, we definitely need some help in that area. I mean, the salvage is just a problem because the thing is, see, you saw those like for Relic 9 pieces. Those are pieces that for those 3 characters I'm working on, I could easily take all 3 of those characters up. Easily. So that's 3 characters or 1 character to Relic 9. Now, don't get me wrong. Relic 9 on the right characters is absolutely phenomenal. No doubt about it. I mean, JML, JK, Bosk, Wrecker. I think Arnold did a video the other day talking about Wrecker, and I was like, of course he's a tank. Of course he's going to be disgusting. Ninth Sister, she is absolutely a monster at Relic 9. I mean, her stats are just ridiculous at Relic 9. She's unbelievable for like a Lord Vader team. I'd like to work on her. No, Mace, no, not so much. He's okay. Not compared to these other folks. So, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, and I've spent money in the game, but it's like, okay, I'm spending money in the game, but it's like, okay, even then, it's mainly just to get characters to the level to where I can do that. I mainly just do, hey, Kaon, what's going on? We're doing mini ROS review, so if you want a mini ROS review, put your ally code in and stuff in. We'll take a look at it. But yeah, Relic 9. Even Relic 8 is still still gross. It's very gross, folks. It's just nasty. Trust me, I feel this pain like you guys feel it, and trust me, I'll let CG know about said pain. So, I try to. I mean, I've strongly worded statements to CG about this. About this, and I can tell you other people are doing the same thing. And there's the forum stuff. It's not like they don't read the forums. Those guys are very well of what their answer is going to be. Now, I gotta say, they did a phenomenal job getting us to get to Gear 12. Can't argue it. I'll argue with you all day long. The first gear tier that they did with the stun guns and all that stuff, brilliant. I think what CG did with that was unbelievable. Well, I can't defend them on this anymore. It's been since that post almost 6 months. It's coming on 6 months since they said that we're going to do different phases of gear. They kind of left it ambiguous. I'll grant you that, but they've got to do something. Yeah, I can look at your Fennec. Keon, put your ally code in. Also, can I share my JC Discord here, or can you? Yeah, that's fine. Try to put it in. If it doesn't let you, just message me in Discord and I'll put it in there for you. Damn, I spent all my stuff already. What raids do I have coming up? Just the hat raid. Oh no. Oh no, 1A. 1A. Yeah, put your ally code in there, Keon. I'll go look at your Fennec real quick. And then if you can't link the Discord, I said just send it to me in Discord and I'll put it in the chat. Don't ask me to go look for it. I have too many Discords. The gear phases were a lie. It was never real, just like we aren't real. Now that's bullshit. Get out of here, Super Mace Windu. I'm sorry. I think therefore I am. We need to make Relic 5, 7 more accessible. I agree. Every new squad is tuned for high relics, so unless you have heavily invested, most teams are lackluster. Oh, I agree. At this point, Clayton, I would take just them giving us the stuff to make Relic 3 to 5 even easier. If we can just get characters 3 to 5 for a lot of players, that gives them a fighting chance. But I do agree with you. A lot of this is tuned to that, but at least somewhat manageable 3 to 5. It's not till you get to Relic 5 where you start getting the heat sinks and some biddles and stuff at 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is where, the rubber meets the road. But the problem is for a lot of players, and I always recommend this for newer players, get all your characters to Relic 0 first that you're working on. Let's say you're doing a GL. Get them all to Relic 0. And just save that shit till you're ready to, and then after that, because you're going to have to farm the gear twice. So at least get your characters to Relic 0. Get them to Relic 0. You get the bump from the Relic, and then you can go in, and then if you have to farm the same pieces of gear over again, well, you just have to. But at least the characters are Relic, and you can get the speed bump and other bump you get for at least Relic 0. So at least do that, because a lot of times, especially if you're free to play, you have to go back in and farm the same crap over again. So yeah. I'm tapped out. I mean, right now I'm really tapped out. I'm trying to do Iden, but I mean, I literally have nothing. Of course, I've done a buttload of characters lately, but I mean, I'm really hurting for gear and salvage. It's really rough right now. So it's like, Jesus, what do you do? I mean, I'm even at that road. And I get gear. I mean, now this is something that I do the heroic Sith raid religiously. I bust my ass in TB for my guild. We get the rewards and all this stuff, which will be nice. We'll get the TB rewards here, so that'll help. But even then, it just doesn't help. There's just so much gear and so many of these pieces. It's a lot. I mean, this is Jawas, for instance. I mean, Jawas was a lot. Just to take them up. So, I mean, we're going to get them characters. We're going to get the characters Relic, but, Iden, I'd love to take her up past Relic 5. I just can't do it. So she'll be Relic 5, and that's the best I can do for right now. I mean, I'd love to take some of these other characters up to Relic 8, Relic 9, but I just can't. I mean, I just don't have the salvage to do it. It'd be nice. I eventually will. During a month, for me, doing the challenges, I get enough pieces of gear that I can take 1 or 2 characters up through normal means to take a relic to a character relic 8 or 9, relic 8, 7 and 8. But other than that, no, 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 no. I mean, these help. Like these $9.99 pieces are great, but it's like, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. It's just the way it is. There's not much you can do about it, folks. Why can't CG make most the under 5 relic material as easy as the chromium transistors? I don't know. It's a good question. I've posed these questions, guys. I really do. I don't have a good answer. I gotta wait till CG gives an answer. I mean, it's not. They have the feedback now. I mean, some things are easier to implement than others. I grant you that as well. I mean, it's one thing to know that there's an issue, but then how do you solve it? And then how do you implement that solution? So I try to be as patient as I can with CG on some of this stuff. But, the economy, the gear economy, I mean, it's crazy enough that there's enough stuff, like, especially if you're free to play, trying to look for, like, trying to just do mods, for instance. It's such a resource. If you want to be effective in GAC or competitive in this game, you got to do mods. Well, we've got a backlog of stuff that we can't do anything, and why we need more inventory space. Mainly because we just don't get enough slicing materials to take mods from 6E to 6A. The other materials, if you use your Conquest rewards, you can get a lot of characters to, 6E, right? And farm a lot of that. Even then, it's still, in my opinion, not enough. We don't get enough materials. But that's if you can reap points of saturation, which you can if you do the events and stuff. You will get enough mods so you have plenty of mods to work on. But I literally cannot get slicing material fast enough for mods. So therefore, I've got all these mods that are like 12 to 17 that are just sitting there, like on Zam. There's a ton of these. I've got 2 of them sitting here. I got the triangle 16 speed. Got the 17 speed on the diamond, for instance. Can't slice it up. I don't have the materials. We only get, 4 slices per week? You get the one on Monday and you get the one on Thursday. That's 4 slices on mods. And that's if they hit what you need. If it doesn't, then you're back to square one. It's a problem. They need to bump up the slicing material for mods. If they want players to stop complaining about inventory space, then they need to do something about that. So that's one issue. The other one is gear. The problem with the Gear 12 is just, you get characters to Gear 12 and then you've got to take them to Relic 0. Then you have to refarm the same stuff, because if you're not spending a lot, then, you have to farm the same crap twice to get the slicing stuff to take them to higher relics. So you're double dipping basically for the same gear. It's like you're re-gearing the character over again. It's not like it's a separate piece of gear that you have to farm separately. And I think it's something they need to address. Making gear, salvageable gear from gear that you need for relic materials, I just think it just doesn't work in the long term. Players will get burnt out and players will get frustrated. It's like, okay, great, I got the character to Relic 0. And they're like, oh, okay, I got the Relic 3. And then they look at what they need for, like, say, someone like a GL, and they're like, I got to take this guy to 7, probably 8. And I'm looking at, I don't have any gear to take them to 7, 8. I got to farm all this crap again to salvage it, which is not going on another character to get to Relic 0. It can be frustrating. Trust me, I feel your pain, folks, on this. I feel it all the time. And I have an 8.6 million, almost 8.7 million account, and I feel this. Can we make a fun to teach the scavenger math? Yeah, right. God. In today's lessons of scavenger math, the solution of the equation of the equilibrium of the no. All right. I'm gonna go get some mats here. Farm up some stuff, use some energy here. Let me just get in here and do this real quick. All right, I need some more of them. I'll use this one for right now. Oh, I got a curl. I got an Omicron. Hey, Omicron! Yay! Yay! Got Omicron! Yay! Take the small little pleasures in life. What else? Okay, I need to go do. Well, let's see how many shards I can get of second sister and ninth sister. Oh, let's see what we can get here. Oh my. Oh, okay. Well, apologies. Apologies. All right. Oh, we got 3. Not too shabby. I'll take that, eh? That's not too shabby there, eh? Not too bad. I can take that there, eh? And then ninth sister. See what we get on her. Oh, we got 2. Not too shabby. I'll take that. I know we get 1. Like, oh my god, I won the world. I won life. I won life. So dope. All right. I haven't done the fleet challenge. Oh, daily challenges. Oh. Apologies. Apologies. No, I did do that one. Oh, fleet challenges. I'm an idiot. You get over here, use. I gotta tap the button here and get my credits. Why doesn't Ranger sim Swevens battles at a time? Because then I would drink battery acid. So sorry. No Swevens. So I gotta do fleet, and I gotta do, which I'll do later because I don't need to move anywhere. I'm 11. I'll let everybody else climb. I just did an Excel spreadsheet of what real stuff I need to get executor. I need 4 to 70 whites, 4 to 70 greens, and 2 and 6. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, Paul. It's a lot. It's a lot, buddy. It's a plethora of stuff, buddy. It's a lot. All right, we'll go for a little bit while longer here. If you want a mini roster review, feel free to put your ally code in the chat. Make sure you put your ally code in what you want to look at, and I'll take a look at it. Or if you have any questions you want to ask, feel free to put those in the chat. Those are always welcome as well, about anything about the game. Don't have to do anything else. If you want to toss a coin to the chip jar, you can. If not, that's fine too. I will still look at your stuff and give you the TLC that you need for your account. Trust me, I know. Place Bow fan, what's up? Says, I'm farming mod materials. I have 500 of each materials, few exceptions. Yeah, they go by quick though. Give you an example. I had hundreds of those materials. The signal data. Well, after doing quite a few characters, Wampins, a few others, just to name a few, I don't have any more of those. They're basically, I got to be, yeah. The blue ones are the worst ones. The signal data is the worst. Like, I had 500 of those here recently, 300 of those, and then how many of the? I had almost 1,000 of these. I'm down to 215. So, yeah, it takes a minute to get them. I mean, you get little bits and pieces from the events and stuff, but I mean, honestly, Christ, gross. Yeah. You know what? I feel like doing a dark side TP battle. Let's go do it. And I'll probably screw up because usually when I do a dark side TP battle, when I'm streaming, I usually do a boo-boo and I usually get caught with my pants down. That's dark side and that's both dark side. Let's do that. No! Geonosians, you get the hell out of here. We want the troopers. We want the poop troopers. We want the troopers. All right. Who do I want to murderize? Oh, yeah, you. There you go, Dark Trooper. Buff you up, buddy. Okay. Just start the pain train. Let's not hold back. There you go. There you go, fellers. Put that on you. Yeah, you're pretty weak sauce. Let's do this. We just want to get this pain train started. Oh, apologies. I smacked you in the face. Apologies. Okay, just do the basics now because boom. Boom. All right, we got the turn meter. We got everything started. All right, who am I going after first? Who's weak? You're weak. Oh, come on, don't start this crap where I don't get any calls and assists and stuff. There you go, Dark Trooper. Earn that money, buddy. God bless you, sir. Go smack him. Smack him in the face. Smack him. Kill him. Maim him. Murder him. Good. Good. Speed him up. Get that extra damage on him. Boom. Boom, bitch. Get out the way. Boom. Smack. Oh, yeah, you're going to do that crap. Gasson chop. Gasson chop. Okay. Keon, we've been having problems with that. I know you said, can you look at my Fennec? All right, we've been having problems with this all day. No, it's not that I missed it. It's not showing. Just put like a message with your ally code in there. Don't put any dashes in there. We're having problems with YouTube today, Keon. I'll look at your Fennec, but it's yeah. Let's do this. Problem's gonna be pawns. There we go. See, he's gonna take a turn, and there's nothing I can do about it. So he just killed my crap here. And the problem too with pawns is that he can't do anything about it. Like, look at that, he's just getting constant turn meter. You can't do anything to him. Look at this crap. Killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You can't kill me either. This is the bullshit you deal with here. Look at that. It doesn't lose any health. This is garbage. Until the other ones are dead, you can't do anything. God damn it. Get him out of there because he'll revive people. But I'm not doing any damage now because I lost my goddamn stacks. See, now he's taunting. I can't get past it. He's going to fire back. Look at this crap. I got you, Keon. God damn it. This is going to kill my Dark Trooper till I can't do anything else. Look at this shit. I can't do a damn thing about it. The mechanics in this are just garbage. Alright, now we can. What do you, how many stacks you got, Dark? Look at that. It resisted everything. And now she's back. But we can at least try to get some kills going here. Okay, got you. Oh, come on. I got to do this. Let's hit you. Look at that turn meter on him. We got to go all in on pawns here. There's nothing I can do. He's gonna wreck my face. I gotta get another stack here because he's just not doing anything. God damn it. What a bitch. I hate that pawns fight. Look how beefy that is. I got you, Keon. Just give me a second here. I got to build my stacks of Dark Trooper up now. No, I'm going to lose stacks here because I can't do anything to kill this turd. Okay, we're back to 3. That helps. Got to speed up. I don't want to, but let's get the armor shred on. Okay. Come on. Okay, we might have a fighting chance. All right. Mace is in there. He's going to be the chunky boy. Let's do this. Okay, that helps. Go after the medic next. Let's go after the medical frigate. Okay. All right, you got to go next. Big hit, all in. Go get him. Okay. Okay. I got to get more stacks. Speed up. Okay, that was huge. Whew. God. I hate that fight, man. That Pawns is a pain in the ass. You can't really kill him until you get some of the other troopers down, but then he's just constantly getting turn meter, so you just have to survive the hits and get in there and get her done. Jesus Christ. I hate that fight. Play Split Fun, I see you too. Alright, Keon wants me to look at his Fennec. I'm sorry about that. YouTube's really been crapping the bed on us today. People have been putting their ally codes in, and I've been looking at it for them, and like I put it in there, and then nobody can see it. It's like, Jesus. Victory! I know, right? Level 94 Relic 9 Mace? Sure. Alright, let's look at Fennec here for you. Apologies. Apologies. Oh my gosh, he's Relic 9. Jesus Christ. She's 14. Alright, Keon, you just want to show off. 14,000 on Fennec. Gross. But you need to get your grief up. He's a priority. Fennec's nice, but you need to get grief up. You're going to especially use this for Lord Vader. Boss needs to be faster, around 345 to 350. And then grief needs some loving. You got the Mando squared away. Zam needs some loving. But it's coming along nicely. Fennec's not the issue here. It's just grief and Zam. Jesus Christ. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Well, when you do, Keon, he says, I'm finishing off JMK and then finishing off Zam and Grief. Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't think you'll have a problem killing Lord Vader's or much of anything else with that team. Jesus. I think you're going to be okie dokie there, Keon. Not too shabby there, eh? Pretty good there, eh? Not bad, eh? Not too shabby. Oh, you messaged me in Discord. Okay. No, it's not that you're muted. We're just not getting messages in YouTube, so it's kind of stupid. That'll be fine, Keon. I have nothing else to... Relic 9 at boss next. Christ. Okay, I have nothing more to see here. Let's go get Place of Bones. We just saw that sickness. Jeremy, what protection level should Lord Vader be at Relic 7? At least over 200k. Right around there at Relic 7. What did Place want me to look at here? Should I go in front of the GL or finish off some teams? Thanks, you got it, buddy. Yeah, that thing's gonna eat things alive. Super Cinder's right. No, it doesn't. It's not that we've just been having problems with YouTube today. So a couple things happening right now. One, having some connection issues. I thought maybe it was my internet, but it seems like it's YouTube was spinning out of control. So I kept looking back and forth. Like, it's my internet, this, what's going on? Wasn't picking up my signal. I thought maybe it was OBS. Could have been OBS. But then on top of that, the chat's just been like crap in the bed today too. So what do we work on next here? Do we have Executor? We do. Nice. Okay. Well, the next thing GL would be C. Obviously, that's a no-brainer. Now you do mention, like, is there some other teams you could work on? Well, how's your bounty hunters look? Yeah, do the bounty hunters. You got the Zam Omicron, so why not do Grief, Manu, and Zam before you go do C? I'm okay with that. What else are you missing here? Finish up your 501st. That's fine too. So if you rounded out your 501st and your bounty hunter team, that wouldn't be too shabby there. So there's 2 teams right there you could work on. Troopers, yeah, they're solid for right now. Gideon, but I mean, that's not that big a deal. Empire is fine. I mean, those are 2 that just stood out to me as soon as I saw them. I'm Momo eventually. But 2 concerned about Momo. Yeah, the 2 that really popped up to me was Bounty Hunters, 501st. Getting Gas 501st up and running is a priority. So you need to get Echo and Trooper up and running. And then the Bounty Hunters. So if you wanted to, you could do your round out your Bounty Hunters, round out your 501st, and then go get C. And they only need to be like relic, 3 to 5. You don't have to go crazy on the relics on that. And then you can get them squared away, get them relic, get them up and running, and you got those 2 teams to add to your arsenal of teams that you can use for offense and defense. And then go get C. I think C is the next GL that you should be going for sure. Mary J says, tacos! It is taco day, buddy. Sure is. Mary J. Okay, so yeah, that kind of, yeah. So I would say, yeah, finish up 501st. If you only need Krennic for C, I kind of like that. Run out 501st is kind of a big deal. Now you could, if you only need Krennic for C, what you could do, Placebo fan, is finish up Krennic, and then you can start the journey for C. And at least get his mats. At the same time, you could round up Grief and them, and then Gas 501st. There's no right or wrong answer on the order that you want to do this with. But not going for C if you only need Krennic left seems a little silly. So finish that, get C unlocked. Now, if you want to round out one of those 2 teams, I wouldn't do both. Pick one, Gas or the Bounty Hunters. Finish them up, especially Gas, more than the Bounty Hunters. Gas is just too good. So get Arc and Echo up with their relics, and then as you're farming C up, then you can go get C, finish him, and then go finish up the Bounty Hunters. Oh, Christ. Clayton, I have no choice but to let him flex because he is the flex master. If I ever have another child, I may have to name it Clayton, even if it's a girl, as much as this man's donated. But yeah, I think I like that plan. Finish C, get Gas, unlock C, unlock the event, finish up the 501st, get C, get him up and running, and then go finish up the Bounty Hunters. Would be what I would do here. All right, Clayton, let's show off your ridiculous roster again because it is super flexy. It's very mad chattish. It's super mad chattish. All right. Look, it's Carthrick. I know Carthrick. All right. He wants a Iden and Kyle. All right. Let's go look at Iden. Let's go see this. All right. She's Relic 8. Gross. Let's see. What's her damage at? Jesus Christ. 10,000. Right, 10,000. Relic 8. God. Good Lord. God. I don't even want to look at your Kyle Katarn now. Where are you, buddy? There he is, Relicate. No, not you, Han. We know you're badass. All right, what's the speed on your Kyle? That's all I care about. Good damage. Let's see, what do you got here, buddy? 288. Jesus Christ. So that's what, well over 400 the speed there, eh? So about 428 there on the old Kyle Katarnis. That's Jesus Christ. I think that'll play. All right, enough of you. I don't even look at your roster. It just makes me sad. I become a sad panda on stuff I don't have. Super sad. There's a little bit, yeah, Super Miss Window. Seems steep to dedicate 60 homage to one character like Starkiller. You don't have to, there, Jeremy. The only one you need for Starkiller, honestly, the other two are they're just nice to have. Like, if you look at Starkiller, I have all three, sure. Yeah, Super Mace Window, after looking at Place, looking at his stuff, or looking at these people with their items and stuff that are just wackadoodle, it just, it's like, I need to try harder. You only need the one, really, and that's much conflict in you, and that's just for GAC. Now, Force Repulse is nice. It does help them. The Dispel all buffs on enemies is really nice. Now, the Boundless Force Throw, it's just nice to have, but you don't need it. It only comes really... It does some damage. It gets some 25 stacks, which is nice, but it's nearly... You get that without the Omicron. It's just while he's in Force Unleashed. So you really don't need it. I did it, but I mean, I'm an idiot. I always go full in on stuff. So, but if you just do, there's much conflict to you, maybe Force Repulse, you don't need to do Boundless Force Throw. You can actually get away with that. Yeah, the items and the flexes we just saw. Yeah, Wampa's not touching any of those. He would get molested. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna just get Starkiller, which is cool, just get there's much conflict in you, and you'll be fine. He works just as fine in that team. With all things, get him offense, get him relic, and then he'll work just fine. Force Repulse is nice. I like it. It does give him stacks, but Balanced Force Throw doesn't really come into effect. I mean, it gives him stacks. You'll use it to get him quicker to Force Unleash, but it doesn't really do much until it does okay damage. But it's not until you get to Force Unleash that comes into play. So other than there's much conflict in you, Force Repulse is nice. Balance you don't really need. It does. In my opinion, if you put something on it, it's going to help you. It's always going to be a help, not a hindrance. But you can get away with that. So I don't really think you need the 60 on that. Just get the 20, and then you can do just fine with Starkiller. Maybe the debuff one is really nice because that really can help. All right, we'll go for another few minutes. Any other flexes and or mini roster reviews, put them in the chat. Again, if you want to toss a coin to your ranger in the tip jar, you can. PayPal's linked in the description of the video. It's totally fine. It's totally welcome. You don't have to do anything. I'll still look at all your stuff, answer your questions, irregardless of said donation. I just work for the coffee and tacos. I do this to help you guys out. Just work for tips. There you go. We'll go make a last call here. If you want a mini roster review, just put your stuff in there. Now, try to help each other out. If you put something in there and I have not acknowledged it yet, we have been having some serious problems with the chat today. So I want to apologize. There's nothing I can do about that. Balanced Force Throw, I think, is more useful than Repulse, as the locked healing immunity is useful going up against JTR and race squads. It is, but I mean, do you need the Omicron on it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it only takes place once you get into Force Unleashed, depending on how you're using them. I just think you can get away with not having it on there more than the other ones. Don't get me wrong. This is really nice. It's nice once you get the Force Unleashed. It is nice to have. But you can get away with not having it on there. people, and the reason I'm just saying this is just because of, 60 is a lot there, Remo. That's why I have it. I have it for those reasons. But, I mean, you can get away without having it, with as hard as it is to get Omicrons for a lot of folks. If I was going to order, I would say there's much conflict in you. Force Repulse. And then Balance Force Throw, you can still get away with kicking the shit out of stuff without it. Fifth Brother's kit is out. Oh, apologies. All right, let's go take a look at this, shall we? I told you there might be some posts going on today. Kit reveal, Fifth Brother. Let's take a look at this. Oh, look, it's a character I hadn't... Oh, whoa, look, it's Fifth Brother. What a surprise. Gavin Mothma, you sweet man, you says, "Hey Ranger, I would take a mini roster for you. I'm in your friends list. Give me a second here, Gavin. I'll go look at it." All right, Fifth Brother. Here he is. Alignment, dark side categories, dark side support leader, Empire, Inquisitorius, and unaligned Force user. This is a powerful Inquisitor that specializes in supporting the purge of all Jedi by applying devastating debuffs. First is I shall go alone. Final text deals special damage to target enemy. If the enemy is debuffed, inflict a stack of purge. If the enemy is a Jedi, inflict another stack of purge. Inflict tenacity down for 2 turns. These debuffs can't be resisted. Oh, sucks to be a Jedi. Special 1, the kill is mine. It's a cooldown of 3. Final text dispel all buffs. Inflict defense down for 2 turns and deal special damage to all enemies. Inflict a stack of purge to all enemies. If the target already had purge, inflict expose for 2 turns. Grant all allies potency F for 2 turns. These debuffs can't be resisted. Delicious. Special 2, Shrouded in Darkness. Final text deals special damage to target enemy and inflict vulnerable for 2 turns. For each stack of purge on the target, all Inquisitor's allies gain 10% protection, stacking up 2 turns. If the target has at least 3 stacks of purge, gain damage immunity for 1 turn, stun the target for 1 turn, and if the enemy is a Jedi, inflict fear on all non-Jedi enemies for 1 turn, which can't be copied, dispelled, evaded, or resisted. So good. Leader, I sense those we seek. Final text, Empire allies gain 5% defense and max health. Inquisitor's allies gain an additional 30% defense and max health. If the enemy leader is a Jedi, inflict a stack of purge on the leader and all non-Jedi enemies at the start of the battle. Ouch. Max 6, which can't be resisted, and whenever purge is consumed or dispelled on non-Jedi enemies, including Galactic Legends, they lose 3% speed, stacking 18% for the rest of the encounter. Whenever an Inquisitor ally uses a special ability, apply a stack of purge on target enemy, which can't be evaded or resisted. TW Omicron. Let's see here. While in TW, if the enemy leader is a Jedi leader abilities that grant bonus speed to non-Jedi allies additional and remove 70 speed, and whenever a non-Jedi enemy gains retribution, dispel retribution instead of inflict expose, which can't be resisted. The first time an enemy gains bonus turn meter, Inquisitor's allies gain 15% turn meter. It's pretty good. It's just a TW one. Unique, a new target. Final text. At the start of the battle, if all allies are Inquisitorious, Fifth Brother has a 100% counter chance. Recovers 5% health and protection whenever an enemy attacks on a turn. If the enemy leader is a Jedi, whenever a non-Jedi gains bonus turn meter, inflict provoked on them for 1 turn, which can't be resisted. Whenever a Jedi uses a basic ability during their turn, they inflict with breach at the end of their turn for 2 turns. Provoked, 100% counter chance. This character deals 90% less damage when attacking out of turn. Whenever this character attacks out of turn, it deals damage equal to 50% to its max health. This damage can't defeat enemies. Yep. We also have the developer insights on Fifth Brother. I always like to go to the facts here on this. What is required for Fifth Brother's legacy tier in the event? You will need Fifth Brother, second sister, and ancestors. Okay, you just need all of them. What else are Inquisitors going to be required for? In the coming weeks and months, you will see Inquisitors gain a player side modifier in frequent galactic challenges. A new assault battle requiring Inquisitor units and conquest feats directed towards Inquisitors. What is needed to unlock the Grand Inquisitor? You will need 5 Inquisitors, Relic 5, so you need all of them. Your event will only be active for a short period of time, so if you miss the initial offering, you will have to wait until it is active to earn a Grand Inquisitor. Why is the Grand Inquisitor event called the Legendary? Okay, we already did all this. Okay. He's dope. They're all dope. Don't get me wrong. They're all dope. The Inquisitors are dope. So they're pretty dope. They're dopey. They're dopest. So if you're going to do some of these upcoming assault battles, feats, challenges, and stuff, you're going to need the Inquisitors. So that's, well, it is what it is. And if you want to get the Grand Inquisitor, you need him at Relic 5. Which is just what they do. Now, how often that's going to be Super Mace Windu, I don't know. But on those days, I'll just get what I need. But that's the problem. This is the problem I have with that. If people don't have the team and they can't do the Galactic Challenge, that means they're getting less slicing materials for their mods. Which, if you're trying to force people to spend money, that ain't the way to do it. It's a horrible way to... People are just going to be like, okay, it's going to put them off. You know, and I didn't like that with the BAM team and stuff. If you get to spend, you get the nice stuff. But the problem is the nice stuff includes slicing materials and other stuff that people need. You've basically gated stuff that people need desperately. I hate that. Yeah, probably a new assault battle. You'll need that for, but the problem is I don't have them, so there's no point of even trying to use them. So, you know, I'm not going to have them anytime soon. I mean, I'm farming some of them right now, but I mean, you know, I have other priorities right now. I mean, I could go hard for the Inquisitors, but the problem is, you know, I'd have to get their shards. Do I really want to go that hard for them? I don't know yet. I'm not going to have it in time for the Grand Inquisitor event. So it'd be nice. I'd love to have it. I'd love to have the team to use in GAC and stuff like that, and to do these assault battles and get the extra rewards. God knows I need them, but I'd have to make a huge investment, and gear also. And I just don't have it. I mean, the card text alone for these characters, this is like another Bad Batch on steroids. And that's the other thing too. You know, it's not just the farm, it's the farm for the gear and stuff, and it's really gross. I can't discuss that, Kaon. Sorry. Yeah, that's true. Assault battles usually have two factions, so maybe, but I don't, when they say, if they only make it Inquisitor, I'm going to be kind of like, really? But you know, it'll be tuned to where you can use one or two of the teams, but if you don't have maxed out stuff, and even then it's going to have like they'll make a disadvantage to where we just can't, it's more effective with the team. I'm hoping that's the case there, Clayton, but I'm not going to hold my breath, bro. As I said, I'll work on this stuff. No, it's just going to make me sad, Clayton. He's just going to flex my Inquisitors like, no. You'll make me sad. If you want to flex, put your ally code in, I'll do it. Yeah, I know they did it with Beskar and Mando. But that just, the problem I have for the Galactic Challenges, two problems. Galactic Challenges, the problem is that people need that slicing material. You know, and from a business side, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get people to invest more into this since it's the new shiny thing. You're trying to get people to spend money on that, and the people that spend money on it are going to spend money on it regardless. But it's those people that are struggling that do spend a little bit of money. It just turns them off. It's like, I can't get this. Why bother? You know, and then they're getting further behind because they can't do this event. Especially if they did like the BAM stuff where it was just constantly every 3 was like a BAM one. You're just like, okay, I don't have it. Why bother? Blink twice if there's a new background for the fights. No. But yeah, I'll work on it. I mean, I got to work on farms anyway, so I'm still going to stick with Iden, Poggle, and Geonosian Soldier. And I still need gear and stuff anyway, so we'll stick with that. But I'll try to get these characters up, but I mean it's still going to take me a minute. Yeah, that's true. If you're missing the Inquisitorious feat, you can still get the other ones. Probably depends on what the feats are required for Nathaniel Morgan. So it won't be that bad, but it's still for some people that it's hard enough. I just think about this stuff like that. Every little bit helps. As I said, this is a resource management game, so every just that extra piece, that little bit of extra that you can get from these events, it does make a difference. Corn Horses are still working on Ray Ultimate and around on other teams that desperately need for GSC. So a massive farm for TW, Centric Hard Pass, and a Panic Farm. Yeah, not for a Panic Farm. I'm not going to Panic Farm this Corn. Jason Mace Window, I swear I am being targeted in Fleeter, and it's just about it's about to be the end of my payout. I get kicked out of the top 50 when there's 1 minute left. Yeah, people, man. That's why I probably want to climb a little bit higher, dude. Especially around the 50 mark, around the 20 mark, people are trying to get that extra little bit of crystals and stuff, so they'll do a hit on you. Yeah. Other than GMK on defense, you don't see any other Jedi teams on defense. TW, no, not really. You just don't. But boy, is that going to be pretty effective against JMK. Oof. But that's again, it's a long-term plan farm, and again, I'm not going to be investing Omicrons on this either, so it's just going to be a long-term farm. I'll mainly use it for JAC, but other than that, no. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even refreshing right now because I've had to use my energy for other things. I still need Chirtex for Christ's sake, so I can't really do this. Now, if they put out Inquisitor packs, like the ones they've done for the past for other characters and stuff, like all the Inquisitors, then yeah, I may get those packs here and there. But I mean, other than that, just silly. Jeremy, ally above and item to it. What? What do you mean, Jeremy? Oh, what's his name? Wanted me to look, Gavin. Jesus Christ! Sorry, we just got this news, and I need to go look at my allies here. Gavin Mertmer. Should still be friends. I haven't checked this in forever, man. There he is. Oh, did you put your ally code in? Put it in again, Jeremy. I'm not seeing it. We're having problems with that today. Just repost it. Don't put any dashes or anything in it. YouTube is really shitting the bed today, Jeremy. Sorry, man. It's just YouTube chat is just being really gross today. What was I looking for, Gavin? Goddamn, sorry, Gavin. Let me look here. Omicron and Gear 9. Okay. The only two that I'm Piet and Luke are the only two I don't know how much materials you had. Those are the only two I would recommend looking at just first glance at what you're working on here. Definitely those two. JML's unbelievable. Piet just for your fleet. Other than Fennec, let's look at your Fennec team just to look at it. Okay, so the only thing you need is Fennec. Let's see what the speed of your boss is. He needs to be sliced 305. Yeah, he'll have to be much faster. So I'm sure you've already identified some of the stuff here. 2, 3. You got all the GLs. I mean, I don't know if you're going for Star Killer. If that's on there. Oh, sorry, wrong screen. Thank you. Sorry, switched over and yeah. All right, goddamn it. Thank you. Luke says, question, do you have any stat target recommendations for JML versus JM counter JML, Jolie, Shakti, JMY, Kim? I am. All right, we'll look at it here, Luke. So you have Star Killer. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by the screen message here. Really at this point, I would concentrate on how your ship's looking. Could work on your Rebel fleet. I did that here recently. When you reach this level, like ships become a big thing, right? Outside of Fennec team, right? And the stuff like we just looked at. Getting your, how's your Biston? Yeah, finish up your Biston U-Wing. You're going to need all your help on your ship. So working on those characters for the ship would be good. Relic 9 is either going to be Piet or JML. If you're cool with your Piet being at Relic 8, I did Piet first, then I did JML. Those are two I definitely recommend. Rounding out your fleets would be nice. Now, some of the other teams that you can look at is, as we start rounding out, Omicron's, we'll look at that here in a second. You do have Iden. You could work on rounding out your characters for Iden. Rebel Fighters is also a possibility as well. Getting your Momo team really up and running with Kara. You'll need Hoth Rebel Scout and Pow. Getting them relicked and rounded out would be nice. So there's a couple teams right there along with the Bounty Hunters. And then ships. Like, you know, getting your characters, make sure they're relicked. Working on the Enchilada there, the TIE Echelon. You know, getting your second sister up for the TIE Interceptor prototype. You're kind of in the same boat I am. All right, I got you, Jeremy. Sorry about that. It just bear with me today, guys. The YouTube chat. So if I don't see it, then just put it back in there. So there's some ships here and characters you can work on. You got your character teams like the Bounty Hunters, the Iden team, stuff like that. I'm looking for Omicrons. I'm not really seeing any. I mean, you've got the Iden one, you got the Zam one. Yeah, so that's fine. Honestly, dude, I just say, I mean, you could do Qui-Gon, but do you really need to? It could be another team that's just a pain in the ass on defense with leftover Jedi. It's not a bad play. Dash is cool, but I don't think your smugglers are up to where they need to be. And not really. Honestly, man, other than Wampa Omicron, if you wanted to do it, where's your I mean, you could put the, I mean, just have to get them a little bit higher level and re-mod them. Not a bad play for the Wampa Omicron. Other than that, I'd probably save your Omicron. I have no idea, Jeremy, why there's no, don't know. I mean, you could do Wampa if you wanted to. It eats the hell out of Iden teams. It eats the hell out of a lot of stuff, man. I've used it. Yeah, Wampa would be the only one I'm looking at your roster. Maybe Qui-Gon if you wanted to, but if you don't want to do those two, then hoard your material right now. Don't do anything else. You really don't need it. They're just luxuries. Wampa's nice though. I really like the Wampa Omicron. Qui-Gon on defense can be a pain in the ass. He's really good on offense, so that's not a bad team with leftover Jedi. You can do some good stuff with that as well. But yeah, other than the stuff, ships, some of these other teams and characters round up that I recommended, those would be the only Omicrons. So other than that, I'd hold on to them if you don't want to do those. They help. They don't hurt. Yeah. But I like the Wampa one way more than I like the Qui-Gon one. So hopefully that helps you out there, Gavon. And good seeing you, buddy. I don't see you enough on here. Mr. Gavin. Matora. All right. Let's do Luke here. Says, question, you have any stat target recommendation JML versus? Yes, I do. So let's look at yours. JML. He is Relic 9. Let me see where yours is at. No, it's fine. There's nothing wrong here. Your JML is fine. Now, that being said, the other thing is that there's the other Jedi we have to look at. So JML's cool, but I had to change my mind on Grandmaster Yoda. Now, I was running offense on him. You're doing the same thing. And see, this is where you get in trouble. Problem with this, if you're going to use this against GMK, notice the health and protection's really low. Your offense is fantastic, right? But the problem with that is against the GMK team, he gets targeted like a motherfucker. And I mean a motherfucker. So I had to change this. You still want to keep his special offense around 11K, but you want to go speed set with health. And make him beefy because he's going to get targeted. I'm trying to push him around over 90,000. He's right around that point, but I want to get him even closer to 100,000. He's got to be able to survive. And we just tested with my new Yoda with the new modding, and it works quite well. Cam is pretty straightforward. Cam is just offense. I mean, he's there. He's there to hit hard and to whack-a-mole with his basics. So yeah, yours is fine. Right around the same mark as mine. You still have some slicing to do. Jolie has always been about health and just making him survivable. And who is? So that's just for JMK. Now for Lord Vader, you'll be fine. If you want to keep what you have now, you'll be fine. If you go with those characters, I mean, Shakti will cleanse. You know, Grandmaster Yoda, if he's in there, or Cam, are going to do the big hits, and they're going to, because your Jedi Master Luke is really good, you won't have any diff handling Lord Vader's. Even with Maul, you'll be fine. So it looks like you are consistent. This is what you said. You're consistent against Lord Vader, yeah. But JMK, that's a problem. It's because they will target. For my depression, oh, thanks, Clayton. All right, see your goddamn Relic 7 to 8 Inquisitors. God damn it, Clayton, quit flexing on me. Clayton, you mad Chad, you. But no, I mean, if you're gonna, yeah, that's the thing that I had to change on mine here, Luke, is make those changes. Cam's fine. It's mainly Grandmaster Yoda. You got to change the whole thing on him. Less offense, special offense. Keep him around 11K, but you want to get him speed set with health set, with primaries, mainly health, with good offensive secondaries to keep his offense around. And with it relegate, you can do it once you get him sliced with 60 mods and stuff around. You're shooting for 11K. And you want more speed so he can hit more often, quicker, less damage, but you're going to get the extra damage from JML. So you have to, if you're going to go after JMK teams, that's how you have to do it. So hopefully that answers your question there, Luke. I had to do some changing on mine too, so I understand what you're going for. Vader evaluation. Mods that I have for him at the moment, Star Killer or Iden First. So we can look at all those. Hope that helps you out there, Luke. All right. Probably start wrapping it up after this. So if you want to get something in, now is the time. Again, mini Ross reviews. I go extra long on those days. You don't have to do anything. Just put your ally code in what you want me to look at. If you want to toss a coin to your ranger, the PayPal's linked in there. Or work for the tip jar. So to buy tacos and that kind of stuff. So if you want to have the old ranger look at your stuff, you don't have to do anything else. But if you want to toss a coin to range for taco fund and stuff for fun, there's the PayPal. The old tip jar. Okay, what are we looking at here? Jeremy spoken yesterday. Luke says thank you, you're welcome. Is Tumblo here? He was. I don't know if he still is. All right, Lord Vader. And then we want to look at Iden and then Star Schmiller. Lord Schmader. Hello, Lord Schmader. Oh, nothing wrong with this. What is your Relic 7? Yeah, this is fine. I don't have a problem with this. 100,000 health protection. Works for me, man. Good damage. Yeah, Lord Schmader looks fine. Seeing if you can hit him in the fleet arena. Just hit him anyway because he's Tumblo. Do it. All right, let's look at your Iden. Well, she's getting there, but how do you ever mod it? This is okay. I mean, honestly, I mean, it's hard to look at it. Was it? I didn't want me to look at it. Just to make sure. This looks good. Do you go for Iden or Star Killer first? Well, Iden you've got unlocked, and you've just got to get her 7 stars. But she works really well here with the team. But do we take the team up? Do we go for Star Killer? Mara Jade's done. I'm kind of leaning towards Star Killer, to be honest, brother. If I see some other good stuff here, I'm about to say you'll get yourself a Star Killer. Where's Talon? Oh, she's almost there. You got the tough one done. I am really leaning. You can go crit damage triangle for Lord Vader as long as you get the 100,000, 200,000 met. You can go whatever you like. Was it Smuggler? Yeah. And then Rebels. Dash is done. I mean, yeah. Gee, oh boy. Wait, where did I go by it? Where's Kyle? Oh, he's Rebel Fighter? I mean, you'd have to do Kyle, but that's just a canteen farm. There's so much relics. You've already really invested here, Jeremy, on the Star Killer team. You can leave it that team as a backline team as it's set up already as a little surprise mechanic. Yeah, you could just put those guys in the back for now and still give people fits. I would get Star Killer. You've already done some of the heavy lifting on Star Killer. I mean, the fact that you had Mara Jade and you had Dash done, Talon's about to be done, and then all you have to do is Kyle. Yeah, and if you've already started visas, then yeah, go finish Star Killer. Iden ain't going anywhere. She can do okay stuff for you at that level where you're at with your GP and stuff. You can put her in the back line. Don't put her in the front. Team's still too weak, but it can be a surprise team that people are not prepared for in the back and can still give people fits, right? They're going to run into that team like, oh, snap, Iden. And, you know, could get you some holds that way. Star Killer's on a different level. And as much work as you put into this, and looking at your stuff here, Jeremy, I think you go Star Killer. Go finish it up. It's just, you're so close. Talon's about to be done. And then just getting Kyle up. Yeah. Be hard to argue. Har. We named the Monkey Jack. Arr. No, Star Killer. Lord Vader looks fine. Get your Star Killer, Lord Vader. Lord Schmader. And I think you're good. I think you're fine there, buddy. This works for me. All right, last call. I'm going to go a couple more minutes. And then I'm going to go get some stuff to cook. I'm going to cook today. So I have to go to the store because I just realized I forgot to get certain ingredients. I'm like, God damn it, Jim. Now, a couple things. If you guys don't know, last week Clayton being the mad Chad he is, and then Heinze being the mad idiot that he is, for the Jedi Academy this Saturday coming up. At the end of the Jedi Academy, I will be drinking a Chewy Foster's. Why? Because people donated for it. Why? Because I don't know. They like seeing me do ridiculous stuff, like eating the Cabillion level Schofield chocolate. The millions of Schofield that was, and stuff like that. So people like to donate. I think this Friday we'll do JC. It's going to be a sushi Friday, so I'll get sushi for Friday. I'll get some sake and some sushi, and we'll do that on Friday. But I got to drink a Foster's on Saturday, so that should be gross. So we'll be doing that on Saturday. That's going to suck. Me and Heinze doing shoeies with Foster's. Can't wait. It's bad enough I got to drink a Foster's, which I have to go get one. It's like, bleh. But yeah. Yeah. Mugs, oh Christ. Because I did the Heinze stream last Friday, which was a blast. It's always fun to do the streams with Heinze because he's just such a mental patient. So we had a fun Friday. Then we were just having a Nerdle Jedi Academy, and then people started asking about Heinze and all his redonkulousness. And the next thing I know, I'm ended up going to have to do a shoey with Foster's, so that'd be delicious. It's true, Clayton. It's because we love you, and because it's entertaining. It's both. So it's a shell flesh shoes, or no? It's just a tennis shoe. I just put because I did a shoey last Friday on the Heinze stream, my first one ever. Don't recommend it. Pretty gross. Even with the delicious bourbon I put in there, it was still nasty. But then again, I've eaten some crazy shit in my life and done some crazy shit. So it's not that I can't do it. It's just like, bleh. I did put it in there, Keon. Didn't I put it in there? I thought I put that in there. All right, that's weird. Am I getting banned on YouTube from putting my own links in here? All right, there we go. Keon, if you want to, there's the Discord server. I know I put it in there. So this is where, so this is Keon's Discord. It says, this is Keon's GAC streaming Discord, where players can stream the battles via Discord and then get advice from other members in the stream or offer guidance on other streams. There's a lot of knowledgeable players and it's a lot of fun. The stream anytime during attack phase. There you go. See? I don't mind at all, Keon. Told you I'd do it. I'm going to do it. No, you're welcome, buddy. My pleasure. I pimp people's stuff all the time here. Are you kidding me? So if you need some help with GAC, go join the Keon server. It's awesome. Yeah, it's kind of the feet taste. Just it's not good. It's not good. And then when you add Foster's to the mix, it's pretty. Well, it's nasty. I don't know how else to put it. It's nasty. Actually, where can I get Foster's? I'm just looking at this like. Who sells it next? Publix does. Sam's does. What is this? So I can get a Publix. Great. But I have to buy a 6-pack of that shit. Blech. 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 I mean, I've had Foster's before. It's just like, blech. The diarrheas. All right. All right, we'll do this. Yeah, we're still up there, Poby. I'm about to close shop down. We'll do this last question from Jeremy, then I got to go get some stuff and take care of some stuff. Jeremy says, with Lord Vader and GSC, do you put Maul in or break Maul out for another team? Depends on if you need another team. Like if you're hurting, if you're lower GP there, Jeremy, it doesn't hurt to help Maul on another team. You can just throw some tanks in with Lord Vader. But I put Maul because I do have the depth. I like Maul better on Lord Vader. So I could drink one and mail the rest of Heinz. He's not really worth it. So it just depends. I like Lord Vader or Maul with Lord Vader a lot. But don't get me wrong. If you're hurting for teams, the Maul Mando team is fantastic. But if your Mandos are pretty solid like mine are, you can go both ways. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Maul Mando team. We've had a lot of success with it. God damn it. What is happening? All right. Well, that's my final breaking point. We've had nothing but technical issues today, guys. Either OBS or YouTube or whatever the hell. So, yeah, I'm going to end it. The gods are telling me something. I know, we're back. Just, God damn it. Damn it, Jim. But between the connection issues, and I can't tell where it's coming from, or the fact that I couldn't see a lot of people's questions and or requests because YouTube chat, which is garbage. Just a big fail on YouTube today. But I'm going to end the stream there. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. I got to go run and grab some stuff. Like Foster's. So we're gonna go do that. So with that, thank you guys for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday lunch stream. We'll also be back for the Wednesday night stream with the VIPs and stuff like that. So we got all that going on. So yes, I will. Yes, sir, Kansas. I will carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. So everyone have a great rest of the day. Love you guys. Be safe, and I will see you later.